Sounds good.
And we live.
All right. So let's do a little. I was listening to y'all. So what is your favorite thing to eat out there? You know me. I'm a foodie. I'm all about food.
Me, I love Mexican food. It's the best that you'll ever get, and I love eating tacos. That's all I got for you.
You got a spot?
Any street stand you see, stop and get some
Ah,
tacos. I don't even have like a particular spot. I just love Mexican food. So wherever I see somebody giving out tacos, not giving, but making tacos, I'm in line. That's all.
gotcha.
Yeah,
What
I'm
about you,
I'm
Eric?
I you know what's funny? You mentioned tacos. I actually did not like Mexican food until I moved to San Diego. I did not like
Hmm.
Mexican food at all. And when I got there, I
It's
was like, "Oh
so
my
good.
gosh, what was I? No wonder I didn't like it. I was not eating real authentic
Mexican
Mexican
food.
food." You know.
Hmm.
But I would say my favorite. I really recently got into sushi. I love sushi, and I did not like sushi for the longest time. But now I'm like, "Oh, I've been missing something. Maybe as I get older, maybe your taste buds kind of acquire
Hmm.
different tastes or something like you know what I'm saying. So maybe that's what's going on. I don't know, but I love sushi.
That's funny because I hate sushi.
Hmm.
It's too many
Really?
textures. When I take a bite, there's too many textures at one bite, and I cannot do it. But
Sushi's
That's how. Yep.
disgusting.
yeah, yeah. Maybe
I
I'll like
think
it
that
one
is
day.
what's most intriguing about me is the multiple textures. Like, of course, you always got your basic California roll, but like when you get
Hmm.
into the sashimi and like I had some eel and I was like, this is going to be disgusting, but it was amazing.
Really?
Oh,
Yes,
see, I have not had that. I gotta
you
try that.
gotta
No, you
try the
don't.
eel.
No, you don't.
Yes, do it.
Like I'm like I
Do
don't
it.
know. My brother came to visit me. Went to this ramen place, and they had like octopus, like fried octopus, like little like things. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. And you dip it in eel sauce, and he said it was Tiante. He said it was really good, and I was like, I'm not eating fried octopus. I'm just, I'm
I
not.
don't blame
I'll
you.
eat the ramen, but I'm not eating fried octopus.
Is
I
that like
refuse
kind of
to
like
eat fried octopus.
close to calamari? Because I love calamari down. I tear
It
some
was
calamari up.
I don't know actually because I never had calamari. I just don't want to eat it. But it was like it was like battered in like a batter like to make it really crispy and they fried it, but they said it was octopus.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not sure. And you dip it in eel sauce, but he said it was really good.
He lied. He so lied to you.
Yeah, I'm
He didn't
not
lie on intentionally. He just lied though. He just lied.
yeah, but I really love Mexican food. It's just delicious. I can't.
Hmm.
The
No,
one thing I haven't
Yeah.
had out here though that I can't find that's good is really really good pizza. That's the only thing that I feel like I can't find that's good out here.
that's becoming a lost art everywhere because there's no good pizza down here in Atlanta either.
There's
Mm,
not.
I'm
However,
sad.
I heard a rumor that there is a new, brand new Chicago style pizza place here.
And it still won't be good.
Shut up.
They have Elysiana. They have Little Italy in San Diego. I don't remember even. Have you eaten pizza in there before?
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
have?
I didn't really like it though. I think I
Yeah.
just like my
As
pizza a
you
certain
should.
way.
Hmm. Like a New
I
York or
just
a Chicago style type pizza.
like I mean I'm from Ohio, so I guess however they make pizza out in Ohio. Like I like
Badly.
the edges to be really crispy. And like
Hmm.
I like the bread, the whole bottom to be kind of crispy and then like all the toppings. I don't know. I can't really explain what I'm saying, but I like
So
to have like a little
Donatos.
bite. I do like Donatos. I haven't had the
Yeah,
Donatos in
but you,
years
you
though.
said you said Donato's like he knows what Donato's
Oh
is.
yeah, sorry.
From Denver
Like
to the
like
West Coast,
Flyers. You ever
Felicia
had
knows
Flyers
Donato's.
pizza, Jesse or Falanda? You ever have
Yeah, I
Flyers
had
when y'all were
I
in?
flyers.
never had
Yeah,
that.
I like Flyers pizza. Like that kind of crunch to your pizza.
No, like have you ever bitten into cardboard?
Stop it. It's not.
That's what it's like wet
That's
cardboard.
what Little Caesars pizza is, biting in the cardboard.
Right.
That's why they're so cheap.
Yes,
This coming
That's why
that's
this
they're so
coming
biting
from the
in
cheap.
the
person.
cardboard.
This is coming from the person who said she likes Donato's. I refuse to
But
say
I haven't had
anything
it
good
in like
about.
years.
And you
Now,
shouldn't.
Right.
But I
And
grew
this
up
hold
in
this is
on.
Columbia.
why you're having
Donato's
it
was the
now.
bomb. Now, come on.
Hold on. If in Philanda defense, Jesse, you put KFC over Popeyes. Nobody in their
Oh,
right
you
Yes,
mind.
are
Right.
yes, I did.
tripping.
Nobody in their
Yes, I
right
did.
mind.
First of all, Popeyes has never given me food poisoning. I mean, KFC
Let's change the subject. I don't even want to hear this conversation anymore.
Not only has KFC never given me food poisoning, Popeyes is horrible, gives me food poisoning. I've never had a jigaboo for KFC. Love that chicken at Popeyes.
Oh my
God. Also, along with that, when you eat KFC the next day and you warm it up, whether you do it in the oven or in the microwave, it doesn't make your entire house smell like wet cat piss. And so I
think it's what you ate.
What Popeyes?
Yeah, because I'm like, what?
Yeah, I think that's what
I've had
you
Popeyes
ate.
a few times, and all of them, when you warm it up, make the house stink like wet cat piss. Now, the only one that makes it smell worse.
Well, that's your first problem. That's your first problem.
Yeah, because why are you
warming up fast food
till tomorrow?
Because,
like you're supposed to eat it today
fat.
when you bought it.
No, because I'm fat and I get a lot of chicken, and sometimes I get enough chicken that's going to last me to the next day. So when you get chicken that's going to last you to the next day, and I came at the wrong time. And you good, Doc? You good? I promise you good. But when you're fat and you get a lot of food, sometimes your eyes get bigger than your stomach, or maybe you have to use the bathroom, and by the time you finish using the bathroom, you're no longer hungry, so you leave it for the next day and you eat it in the morning. You warm it up, and then your whole house smells like cat piss, and your breath smells like you've been eating toenails and licking toe jam, and that's disgusting.
Then you need to buy less chicken. You do not warm up fast food.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't say I relate.
I warm my fast food all the time. I warm my fast food all the time. Listen, when you're fat, see, Lite has known me since I was like this big. She doesn't know that I am now this big. And so she knew this me, and so she laughs when I say I'm fat, but I'm fat. If you take how you remember what I look like and add 2 more, you got me now.
I noticed that your head was a little bigger, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
My stomach is a whole lot bigger than my head.
But
I am 7.5 months pregnant with triplets.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? All fat people know where the good food is at, and you obviously do not know.
I have
talk
never,
about KFC over Popeyes. You obviously not know where the good food is at.
Tell them.
Ask anybody I have ever recommended food to. I have never steered them wrong. If Jesse Jones tells you,
if you would have told me to go to KFC over Popeyes, I wouldn't believe anything else you said ever.
First of all,
ever again.
Let's get something straight. If I'm recommending a chicken place, I'm not recommending either. The question to me at the time was, which of the 2 is better? I'm not recommending either one of those as chicken places. I got a bunch of chicken places I am recommending way before that. I'll recommend Harold's without the Harold sauce before I recommend Popeyes or
That's
KFC.
What we don't do.
Yeah, I was about to say, then there's no point in even getting that chicken.
It's been.
Oh, you did get to have some Harold's while we was in Chicago.
What's
that? Bomb.
What's that?
Go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
What's that Shaquille O'Neal chicken? Doesn't he have like a chicken place or something like that? Doesn't he have something in LA like that? Like I'll probably have to look it up or something. But I thought he had.
No, he might.
I know he got
everybody got
bunch
restaurants
of
out here.
Down here.
Yeah.
He's got a whole bunch of. He's fat with a fat head and has bad taste in food.
And
this
Rick
man
Ross
owns
is not to be trusted
man owns
either.
Papa John's.
Wingstop.
So, Wingstop is also disgusting.
Oh, he
Ross
does. It's
stopped.
called. Well, he did. It's called Big Chicken. It was in Glendale,
what it
but
is.
it says it's permanently closed now.
Oh wow.
You know why?
Because
Because it's nasty.
I mean, that
It's
burger
nasty.
looks pretty good to me. I don't know.
Listen, living in Atlanta has taught me. Living in Atlanta has taught me pictures are deceiving.
Oh, that's because you're in
order
Atlanta.
constantly.
Atlanta is called. I feel like Atlanta is the land. No offense to anybody, but I feel like Atlanta is the land of the scammers. So everything they do has a little bit of a scam on it. Just a little
All
bit.
offense to everyone.
Little
here.
scam. It's that
Just
green, the
little
green
bit.
nasty stuff that they keep putting on food. The little parsley green.
Yeah.
The stuff they try to cover up
do
the
it.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to come to Atlanta a lot, like you go eat and they always want to give you all the drinks. Like, oh, how many drinks you want to order? They want to get you drunk so you can make sure that the food that you're eating, is nasty, but the drinks was good. That's how I felt in Atlanta.
Eddie,
Right.
Eddie, is that Dodge
what
chicken
is
they used to
Dodge
have
chicken?
in Norfolk? It's
He
the
said
I think
get
it's
shot.
that chicken place.
I had
It was
Dodge
a-
chicken in Mississippi.
I think it was a gas station and they sold chicken.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
that's
it is.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No, no. Good gas station chicken now is in Columbus. That M&S, she introduced me to M&S in Columbus. It's off. It's
M&S.
on.
Oh, Livingston
Yeah.
at
No,
the
no,
end
no,
of
no.
the
It's on the west side. Right. It wasn't too far
what?
from where you used to live.
What
M&S.
street is the casino
I,
on?
I don't even remember. It's been so long.
Oh,
You know where
Georgesville.
yes,
Georgesville
on
Road,
Georgesville
right.
Road. It is.
M&S.
Listen, first of all, I used to have a bias. I would never eat gas station chicken. And this chick over here was like, "No, you got to try it." And I'm like, I'm a chicken connoisseur, so I'll try most any chicken once. I walked into the gas station, and it smelled like nigga in here. Like somebody in the back is black and it's a grandma and got all the flap right here, and used seasoned salt in slippers and a bedrobe, and is frying chicken. And I was like, oh my god, this is daggone phenomenal. This is
M&S.
I'm not
Wow.
open to gas station chicken.
I'm not
It
open.
is
No.
wonderful. No, sir. No.
Those things don't go together. Hey, let me get 20
no,
on
no.
10
I
and a
u-
5
I
piece of your
used to-
chicken tender.
You feel me? Y'all got what kind of size y'all got? That's kind of weird asking at a
Right.
gas station.
I used to feel the same way until I ate this chicken, and when I tell you, it changed life. I was like, "Yo, this is really freaking good." It actually is some of the best chicken in Columbus.
it is.
Quiet as
I've
kept.
never had it, and I lived out west my whole life. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like it's right on Georgesville Road. Like when you're going down Georgesville to go to the mall down there where the Walmart is, it's before you get there.
Before you get to the Walmart, just after the casino. It's
Yep.
on your left-hand side.
Listen, I don't know how
Little
these people.
little small gas station about like this big, and you go in.
The home
and-
of the lottery, because they get a whole bunch of
Yes.
lottery winners there.
I don't know how these people. They must have had their own money because I don't know how you go to the bank and be like, "Hey, I want a loan for a gas station, and I'm gonna also sell some fried chicken."
Right in the back.
Yeah, here you go.
Or being
That's a
here with
great
the
idea.
fries. That is true.
When I tell you, it is delicious, and they make good pizza too.
Wait, pizza
Lord.
and
And I was
chicken?
like, yeah,
That's too
Yes.
much
Yes.
at a gas
oh,
station.
yes.
They
No,
thin
it's
crust,
not.
sausage
Oh
and
my God.
pepperoni.
Oh my god! When I tell
You know what that? You know what that
This is-
reminds me of? That reminds me of Jack in the Box, where
Oh,
Jack in the
Jack in the
Box
Box
just
got
too
Don't-
much.
everything.
It just has too much stuff.
Don't disrespect
Too much.
M&S like that. That's disrespectful. Don't do that.
Too
That's-
much.
we're
Jack in the
friends,
Box got
baby. Eric,
everything. Like,
Yeah.
why should I be getting tacos? Y'all selling chicken and egg
Chicken,
rolls and
burger.
everything else. Like, this don't even make sense. What kind of restaurant is this? Jeez.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
problem is
I agree.
they do too much and don't have anything good.
Mm-hmm.
This
True.
gas station, M&S, has good chicken, has good pizza, and that's it. Their gas ain't good. No, they got
Not
good
the
hoods-
gas ain't good.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
the gas
whole
is
purpose.
horrible. Yeah.
No, never get gas there.
Don't get gas there. You can get some good hood snacks. They got Mystics and stuff. So they got good hood snacks and good chicken and good pizza, but don't do nothing else there unless you're buying
Or
a
buy
lottery
lottery, because they have a
That's it.
lot of winners. They've
Yeah,
had a $1
but
million
other than that-
winner.
I
All
don't
right, this
know. It's
sounds like
just.
the goodest place
I
to
think-
start. It's good. Go ahead,
Yep.
sir. I'll
Okay,
let
I
finish
think you
about
gotta
me.
you gotta specialize in something, right? That's like going to a chicken place and ordering fish or something like that. Like there's levels of. I mean, some people can pull it off, but not everybody.
There's
I
levels
would
to it.
usually agree,
Yeah.
but we are in a generation where everything tastes like everything else. I tell her all the time, I hate flavored food. I'm so sick of everything having to be everything else. Doritos and Ruffles are making grit flavored Doritos and Ruffles and whatnot, and I'm so sick of this.
Chicken and waffle
Re-
flavored.
No, no. Let chicken and waffles be chicken and waffles, and let potato chips be potato chips. I do not need to know what a cotton candy potato chip tastes like. I don't need fish flavored hot sauce. You feel me? I'm tired of flavored food.
Ew.
Let's just stop where we're at. Let's
Eddie
I agree.
mentioned
everybody's doing too much now.
Eddie
Yeah.
mentioned Bojangles. Ain't no Bojangles in Denver.
Listen. Before we hit this logo, I got to say it's about Bojangles because he mentioned Bojangles. Listen, I cannot do that slave place. I feel like a runaway slave when I go there. Master, I'm gonna go get me some Bojangles. Yes. Now,
But wait, because the dirty rice is fire, though.
Because I can't read now. I got to point to the picture to tell you what I want now.
But
I
the
can't do
the
it.
biscuits are unedible.
everything there is inedible. It
I
is
haven't
one.
had it. You know they got one in Columbus now, but I haven't had one.
What?
They have
Don't do it,
Bojangles in Columbus. I
Lita.
always get it when I
Unless
go
you
down
want to throw
south,
away
and
money,
it's good. I like
unle-
Bojangles though.
unless you want to throw away money, don't do it. You like
Okay.
Bojangles? You
I do
like
like. I
dry
had it.
chicken?
I had it. I mean, I haven't had Bojangles in years, but when we used to have it, like when we used to go like down south to visit, it was good.
I had
Maybe
it
I
when I
mean
was
maybe
down
because
here.
we were driving and we're tired and we're like, let's stop and get something to eat
That's
real quick.
probably
And
what it
then
was. Well, I got here when I got here 4 or 5 years ago. One of the first things I wanted to try was Bojangles. I've heard all about Bojangles. Bojangles, slavery incarnate. Get your slavery in a box. And so I was like, I got to try the Bojangles because again, I'm a chicken connoisseur. I love me some
Yeah.
chicken. So I went to go get this Bojangles. I pulled up. It smelled wonderful. It looked good. It was golden and everything, and I bit into it, and it might as well have been a biscuit.
dang.
It was dry. It was disgusting. I don't typically litter in public. I waited till I didn't. No, I'm sorry. I didn't even wait till I got fully out of the parking lot of Bojangles. I threw it out the window. I was so mad.
Dang.
I had just thrown away $15.
Oh wow. Oh. I haven't had it in so long. I don't remember if it's good or not, but I do.
I had
I
the
guess
dirty
that means
rice
it wasn't good.
yesterday. I feel like it required a tap dance to order. That's dang.
Oh my
Dang. Gee Louise.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Eddie. I appreciate you for that. Somebody on my side.
Oh my. You
'Cause
could say that about
Bojang-
Popeyes. In fact,
No,
Popeyes is
I
probably
can say
worse.
that about both. No, see, here's what it is. Bojangles is slavery. Popeyes is Jim Crow.
Dang.
Wow.
What about Zaxby's? Now I like Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is a ripoff. Zaxby's is bootleg Raisin Canes. Zaxby's wishes it was Raisin Canes. Zaxby's wishes it was good at all. Zaxby's crispy, unedible tenders with its bland sauce that it promotes all the time wishes it could be as good as Raisin Canes.
Well,
It is
Raising Cane's
horrible.
isn't even that good anymore because their chicken has no seasoning anymore. And I
Oh,
feel
the
like
one
it's
down
wet
here?
underneath
No.
the crunch.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
they
Like
just
the chicken
opened down
tastes wet.
here. No flavor.
Yeah, like
We
they're
were
all
so
like that
excited.
now. No,
Yeah,
they're all like that. There's no flavor.
Because seasoning costs money, and all these. Y'all, sorry, no offense to y'all, but all offense at the same time. All of these West Coast vegan, vegetarian, non-gluten eating people have infiltrated everything and protest, and we don't want gluten, so we don't want seasoning. And all these Karens and Kens have decided that black seasoning is a crime, and so now you got to get your own seasoning with it, and that's why it tastes like that. But it used to be wonderful. Zaxby's has never been good. Cane's was wonderful, but the sauce is still good. I will still take the cane sauce.
Oh, for sure.
But you know
Put
what?
it on
I just
everything.
but you know I found something interesting because I guess it depends on like because I have a buddy I used to work with in the Navy and he was from Louisiana and he was said the Popeyes that there would taste vastly like so much different from
I
I
any
heard the
I've always
Popeyes
heard
there is fire.
But I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. It's the home of lynching. They lynch
Stop
their
it.
workers out there, and because they lynch those Popeyes workers out there, it better be good.
Hit my head.
You almost sick of her?
Jesus! Almost about to take me out the game. I can't even deal no more. I can't deal. I can't do it.
Look, with that, I guess we will go ahead and open.
Yeah. Now we'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Now that
Bro,
we've
I opened
covered
up
all
my
the black
forehead on the
trauma,
thing.
now that we've covered
Jeez.
all the black trauma as the white man walked past the screen, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and get started with another episode of the Real Talk Podcast.
This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk. Real Talk. This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk. Real Talk. Real Talk.
Was that
All
you
right,
singing?
all right. We back. No, that's my boy Rashawn Trust. I wish I could sound that good. And welcome to yet another edition of the Real Talk Podcast. I am, as always, your host, Jesse Jones, and this time it's been a while. We got the Merry Crew on today. We got my lovely, and she's still not fired. She's holding on to the job for dear life. The executive producer, the one and only, the chocolate and good. Trying to show all her things in the day. Y'all see that right there.
Sorry.
Y'all see him. The one and only Miss Falonda. Say hi to the people, baby.
Hi, family.
And we got two wonderful special guests here today to help us out with the Real Talk Podcast. First of all, we have, back by popular demand, he is returning. He is a wonderful supporter. The brother be doing it all, everything. He's getting ready to have his own podcast soon, whether he knows it or not. He just does all the things.
He's been working on it.
I have.
Good. That's right. That's why you put the post on it. So be on the lookout for it soon. He is controversial, but he is always intelligent with what he says. He means everything he says. He's great fun to have around, and he's not like you think he is. He is the one and only Mr. Eric Spade. Say hi to folks, sir.
Hey everyone. That was my the white guy in the background is my partner, or my colonizer, whatever you want to think about.
That is actually his slave. He's decided to take it back, and he's doing it in reverse now. He found a way to go ahead and do it in reverse, and that's why he's in the back doing the dishes and everything.
It's called
While Master's
reparations.
sitting and watching.
We don't
Gotta get him how you
shame
live.
around here. See what you do.
Well, they on the West Coast, so you never know. It might be what to do anyway.
Hey, we don't kink shame around here.
And for the first time ever, I am so excited to introduce the Real Talk family to the one and only. I have known this young woman since she was like 12 years old, and now she's a grown woman, making me feel old and everything. It is ridiculous. She has. I used to be one of her teachers at church for our youth programs, and she has grown and done many things. She is a visionary, and she truly is. She's always been a visionary. Anybody who knows her knew her from. She's always been a visionary. She's a visionary. She's an entrepreneur behind the esteemed luxury clothing label because she's a business owner. Y'all know people, we be bossing up.
We
you know
love an
saying?
entrepreneur.
The label's called Allie Rain. She's hailing right now from the, I'm not going to call it a vibrant city. She's hailing from Los Angeles, California, by way of Columbus, Ohio. She's seamlessly merging her entrepreneurial prowess with innate and creativity to craft exquisite fashion pieces that redefine elegance. With an ever-growing community of over 20,000 subscribers across multiple platforms, she knows how to captivate audiences worldwide with her dynamic social media content. She's offering a tantalizing, that's my wife's word, tantalizing. I would say tantalizing. A glimpse into the world of fashion and lifestyle. Join the journey of this great young woman, I'm purposely not saying her name yet, as she continues to shape the fashion landscape with her distinctive style and unwavering passion for excellence. She is my friend, y'all. Y'all need to go ahead and welcome I got to call her my little sister. I'm only going to call her by her government name one good time, and then she gonna be nickname I grew up knowing her with for all this time since. She is the one and only, the owner of Allie Rain, Miss Aliciante. Say hi to the folks, ma'am.
Hi everybody. I like that intro. That was nice. I like that.
Listen. If I didn't have to read, I would do it up even more. I had to but got busy, so I had to read a little bit, And
It's okay. It's all right.
I've been going to Bojangles a little too much, so reading it is fundamental as shit.
You are crazy.
Oh, I'm so
Yes,
excited.
but I'm glad. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you for coming on. Y'all got to understand, Lite, and yes, you will hear me from now on refer to Allie Rain, a.k.a. Aliciante, as Lite. Just know I'm talking about the same person. Allie Rain, Aliciante is Lite to me. Y'all can't call her that because y'all ain't got the kind of relationship, but I'm going to call her that. She jumped in last minute. This woman was. I had some people that we had lined up. We had somebody else who was supposed to be on. I was like, man, we can't get nobody else. I want to have somebody with Eric for this wonderful conversation. And then out of nowhere, she popped into my brain. I said, let me reach out to my sister Aliciante. And Flan was like, I thought she probably gonna be busy doing things because she be going
she in
out.
LA. She got a life.
Yeah, I'm busy, but
I also forgot the 3-hour time difference.
Yeah, then I was like, but it's 3:30 over there. She ain't going out yet.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
And so she was like, yeah, of course I'll jump on. I love it. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. So I'm excited to have you, Lite. I appreciate you for coming
Oh,
on.
thank you.
You were wonderful. I'm excited for the folks to really get to meet you. And Eric, you gonna have some fun with this too. I promise you. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be
Oh, I'm
wonderful.
excited.
So, first, before we get started into our actual topics, I want the folks to get a chance to know and get to meet Miss Aliciante, aka Allie Rain, aka To Me and Me Only, Lite. When did you know that it was time to start the business and really start doing it?
I knew when right after COVID. I know COVID was a lot for a lot of people, but people don't know I worked in the medical field for, I don't know, 10 years, and then I was gonna say what happened. Sorry. But I worked in the medical field for 10 years, and I always loved fashion. I always wanted to be in fashion, but I just knew it was really time when I realized that my medical job was not security. So I figured I'd make my own security. So I figured it was time to go ahead and make my own money. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
All right, all right.
Who are some of your fashion inspirations?
I love, her name is Anifa, but her brand is Hanifa. She is out of the DC area. She's bomb to me. Like, I just love everything about her brand, what she stands for, just who she is as a person. Like, literally she's my only one. Like, I just look up to her so much. She, I don't know if you know, but like during the pandemic, she did the virtual fashion show, the first one ever to be done. And she did it all by herself. She's just sitting at home and she's like, I got all this time. Let me see what I can do. And she made that happen. So I love her. That's like literally my inspiration.
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell us, what inspires you as you get ready to go into crafting some of the wonderful, intricate designs that you have and some of the things that you have been able to post and sell and things like that? What inspires you to do these?
This might sound vain, but I inspire me to do these things. I love patterns. I love things that not everybody likes, kind of more like the simple, kind of plain, solid colored things. I am a pattern girl through and through. I love patterns. I do make my own clothing too. So I make things that have crazy patterns on them, but I just love the way that you can take a pattern. Like, I can look at a pattern and see how it would like look on a body, and like where something would accentuate something more than other places. So I inspire myself, honestly. I love the way that things look, and I just want to put them together.
I love it. I love it.
That so excites me. I am a well, I guess I gotta say it, huh?
Yeah. Go, please, finally do it. Say it publicly. Get it on out there. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, as a fashion stylist,
Ooh, she finally said it out loud.
and a personal shopper, like I just believe in, like, you should always think out of the box with your look. Like, we should be ever evolving. Like, one of mine is a style icon, Madonna. You should always be ever evolving and like not being confined to any particular box. So I love that for you. I've even seen some of your corset pieces, and can I tell you, the only thing better to me than a corset is a wrap dress. So to see, yeah, I live for those. So to see like some of the pieces and you actually using a lost art now, which I'm finding is a lost art, is like actually sewing and creating pieces. I love that.
You put me up on the screen, okay?
Because that dress right there, that eats.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, you know. And you know, I do it all myself. All of my my photography, my editing, you know, I be trying to do it all myself. I'm trying to figure all of this out. So
Okay, using all the skills.
yeah.
Yeah, orange is my new favorite color too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah,
I don't know
like
why.
all of
I'm
them.
just obsessed with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
There's no tops or anything on there right now. I'm actually sewing. Right now I'm currently. Can I pull it down? I want to. It's on my mannequin, but I'm sewing like a men's cargo vest with the cargo pockets. It's really nice. So I'm doing that right now. But I'm into a lot of different things. I'm making it happen.
Eric, if you're ever interested, I am looking for some male models. I haven't quite gotten any male models to work with yet. So just so you know, if you're ever interested.
I got I got them in all shades of color too. So
I
I'll volunteer the other one too.
I love it. I love it.
I got him.
Here's one of the things I love about what you do, and for me, it's something that should not be understated. Because for my first time looking at your actual website, I follow what you do. Even like I said when we was talking, I follow what you do, even though I don't comment a whole lot because I don't feel like I need to. Because I support you, I got your back. But you were affordable. Looking at the jackets that you have, like,
Come on, affordability.
the quality.
That was one of my
work
main things.
would be like 75, 80, 100, 115, 130 $130 and up. The stuff on her site's like $41.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
This is.
I try to
this
make
is-
it affordable. I don't want people. I don't want to break nobody's pockets. Like every woman I know for sure wants to look good. Like when I like to go out, and when I go out, I definitely like to get dressed. Like I'm gonna put it on, but I don't want to pay an arm and a leg because as women sometimes we don't want to wear something more than once because we just
Right.
don't. So I'm not going to be paying all this money for something I'm not going to wear that many times. I'm just being honest. So yeah, make it
And
affordable.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
So
good,
listen,
especially especially
Go ahead,
nowadays
Sean.
with prices being so high and stuff. Because those dresses look easily they could look like they worth at least $100 and up.
And she's in LA where y'all have everything overpriced too. Those dresses
Oh,
could be
yeah.
up in the 3-4 figures.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So listen, make sure y'all check out AliReign.com. That's AliReign.com, as well as check her out on all social media at capital A, because I got fussed at earlier for not putting capital A and everything.
Capital
Capital
A.
AliReignnco. Check her out on that on all social media. She's always posting something new that she's got. And she's gonna continue to do so. Some stuff that may not even hit the website yet, you can get some sneak peeks in, and even maybe be able to get your orders in that way as well. I don't know how she works through it all, but I promise you, this is somebody to watch out for. I guarantee you, at the rate she's going, you're going to be hearing from her more and more frequently in the next 2 to 3 years. So you better jump on the bandwagon now when you can connect. Because in 2 to 3
I agree with
years,
you.
she gonna be like, I don't even know y'all's names. I'm calling, hey, you want to do the podcast episode? I don't know you. Who is you? What's your name again?
I would never.
Call my booking agent.
Get with my people. My people get with your people, and we'll make it work.
Right.
She's gonna be like Jennifer Aniston in that commercial with the whatever the dude's name is from Friends. I don't think I remember. I think I would remember the last 10 years of my life. I don't ever did it. She walks away from
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's gonna be But all right. Let's go ahead and get into this. I am excited for this type of conversation. For y'all who are listening, and for y'all, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/@RealTalkHPM. Subscribe to the Real Talk Podcast Facebook channel as well. Follow us. I promise you will not be disappointed. I am in love with this conversation because of the panel and the variety we have on today. So this is the kind of diversity we have. We have 2 old married people. We have 2 younger people who are single but in relationships. We have 2 heteros. One part of the community. I'm pointing like people can see me who I'm pointing to.
Right.
I'm sorry. It's forced to habit. I talk with my hands. I'm so used to. So we have one part of the community and 2 hetero couples. We have one person.
So we have a
who
diverse
is-
panel today.
I'm going through the diversity. That's my point.
Okay.
We have one who's in an interracial couple, one who used to be a part of an interracial marriage.
Me too.
We have
I was
said interracial marriage.
Oh.
He's currently a part of
Wanda,
an
nah.
And so we have a diversity of perspectives ranging from really young to really old-minded. So this is going to be, I feel like this can be very interesting. So we're going to be talking about relationships. And I want to start by talking about the pros and cons of taking your private relationship business public. There was an incident that came to my knowledge very recently of a person who posted some things about their relationship, some negative things about their relationship. I won't even say what it was in case the person is watching and realizes, oh, these ninjas are talking about me. Yeah, we're talking about you, but we're not saying your name to protect the innocent. So this person posted something negative about their relationship, and it was true for them. And I say true for them because the only people who know how true it actually is the person who posted it and their spouse that they posted it about. But they made some private business very public by posting it on Facebook. And no, JC, I will not put a name on it.
Put a name on it.
Not gonna
Look,
happen.
the only person who has put it all out there is Risa Tisa, and nobody is going to stick through 51 episodes of that.
Absolutely not.
Again.
Unless
I
I
might.
get paid.
I
Now,
might.
if I get paid
So
enough,
you might.
if
I
get
might
paid
put it in my
enough,
AirPods
I
at
got
the
all
gym.
kinds of things to do. I got all kinds of things I can put out there now if I get paid enough. I promise you.
Look, I heard she's scheduled to make like $90,000
This
from
is
that
my
series.
point, but I'm
so
not gonna make
Oh, wow.
I'm just
90,000.
saying.
I'm gonna make it. I promise you. What the way I
Putting
can
your
put stuff
business out there can be
I
profitable.
got six. Figures. I got six-figure money in me. I promise you. Six-figure stories in me. But so she puts it out there, and somebody who knows them, a mutual friend of the person who contacted me, commented on their post and blasted them. I mean, let them have it. You shouldn't do it, and you doing this for attention and this, that, and the third, and went in on them. And so the person comes to me and asks, he says, well, listen, this is my friend they're talking about. But the truth of the matter is, I kind of agree with the person who commented on what they said. I kind of agree with it. I don't think they should have put their stuff out there. What should I do? And so me and Philanda, we talked about it. We said, well, listen, we're the kind of people we ride or die for our friends in public. So if you come for my friend in public, whether they're right or wrong, I'm coming for you. Now, I'm going to pull my friend aside in private, and I'm going to blast them. But in public, no, you can't come for my friend in public, and I ain't going to blast you in public. But it wound up bringing to light the kind of thought process that is pervasive in this generation especially. Feeling like you have to post everything and put everything out there. In particular, your relationship issues and stuff. And then getting mad when people comment on it. So, the question is, first of all, should you put your private relationship public?
All right, we're going to start with you guys.
Because we
I'm like, who going first? I don't know.
I can go first. I think
Okay.
I think it really depends on what it is. I commented on one of Philanda your posts. I think you saw it, and because we
Mhm.
always have this kind of like a work philosophy, right? And so when you do a good job at work, you get praised. You maybe get employee of the month or stuff like that. You get shown in front of everybody and say, hey. Aliciana was employee of the month. She did all these great things. Please congratulate her. And that's kind of like praising you. That's praising you in public, right? But
Mhm.
at the same token, if you do something bad, hey, um, uh, she sent me the wrong, or she sent the person the wrong color dress or something like that. I'm trying to use something for,
Yeah.
for your perspective. And
Yeah.
so it's not like you're not going to put up there and say, hey, Aliciante didn't, send the right color dress. She needs to be reprimanded. Here's her write up, and standing in front of everybody like that. You just don't do that. You'll be
Mhm.
reprimanded in private. And so I think
Mhm.
you should kind of take that philosophy. People should take that philosophy when it comes to social media. Put the good online. Let everybody know. Blast your business out there, and leave the private personal. Say, hey, I didn't like that, and this kind of a closed door thing. How you approach that at work. You don't belittle or blast somebody in front of everybody at work, or at least you shouldn't, right?
Yeah.
Because that's just not a professional way to do things. So I think that's really the best philosophy, I would say, and on how to handle that. Because the other thing is too, if you put your business out there and it turns out to something that's probably somebody probably should call the authorities. So you say, hey, my husband's up here hitting me. Okay, you might need some intervention, and people might intervene on your behalf, and it turns out that it may not be what people thought it was, or this, that, and the other. So there could be real legal consequences to that. We look at the
Mhm.
girl who was the girl that went missing, or she faked her own kidnapping
Oh,
or something like
yeah.
that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And so stuff like that is like people will
JC's
take,
friend.
yeah.
it wasn't JC's friend who did it. She talked
No,
about
I was joking.
But the repercussions of that is that some people will take action if you put something out there that should not be out there. And
That's
so
true.
you have to be cognizant about what to post. Now, for me personally, I post all kind of crazy stuff. I post Jesse Jesse see all my posts, but I post all about
He
public
really
figures.
does.
Okay.
So I would never post about anything about personal because that's just your personal life. Public figures, they meant to be. They're public figures for a reason. They get blasted for a reason. So, but your private life,
But really understand.
that's
Eddie,
another
you
that's
know,
Yeah.
another
you know
story.
that's not true, Eddie. You know
Like I'm
good and
like I
well that's
blast
not
everyone,
true.
but really understand the words I use. What?
Eddie knows.
Eddie.
Eddie is
Eddie.
Eddie is one of the most intelligent black people I know. This dude is ridiculous with his intellect. He knows every word. If he blasting, he is not only is he blasting and doing it on purpose and knowing what he uses. He's using the type of words that you have to look up so you know what he used. And he does it on
Yeah,
purpose.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I agree with you, Eric. That I feel like it really just depends. Like me personally, nothing personal about my life is ever online. You will never know anything about me looking through my social media, like personally, because I just don't post those things. I feel like I do like social media is I always say social media is not real. It's a real place, but it's not real. Like people make up things and put up false things all the time. So I do kind of post like my highlight reel, like the things that are doing good. Like you said, like, I'm doing good in this area. I want to show you this, but like the personal stuff, no, I'm
Mhm.
not putting it online. Cause like, I'm not putting it online and I don't want anybody to come at me saying anything about my business. Cause then we're going to have a talk. Cause why are you talking about me? Like,
Mhm. Right.
like you can't stop someone from doing that, but I will not put my personal business online. But yeah.
What say you?
So I'm a little different. I'm kind of a little bit of a hypocrite. Let me just be transparent. And I think that's part of the problem is that I'm transparent. So I'm one of those people that I really don't post that I'm in a relationship until
She
it's
married y'all. She married y'all. I posted. She married.
right. I really, and technically, you're the first person that I posted as my relationship status because I was married. But I have a philosophy. So dating, if you're dating, you're a temp, and there's no sense of nobody like. At no point are you getting praised as the temp worker because I hired you to do a job and you just here to do the job. But a full-time employee, those people would be the ones who end up on the wall as employee of the month. Because technically, they have a different standard. Even if the temp is doing more work than the hired employee. So yeah, I have my relationship philosophy is different. So like there's a bunch of people, and I'm not going to use any of their names, but there are a bunch of people who are my Facebook friends and Instagram friends and TikTok friends and followers who I have actually been in a relationship with. And I have never posted them. And I have no intentions on posting them because why? I am friends with both of my baby daddies on social media, and I will not tell you who those two people are.
Thank y'all for messing up. Y'all know who you are. Appreciate you.
Yeah, like what is done, and I don't need to promote you. So like, there's no purpose for it. Now, have I been that person who has posted some things that probably should not have been posted? I have actually gotten that phone call and be like, "Hey, take that down," and I'm like, "No, I'm not going to take that down." And here's my reason for why I don't take stuff down. I live a very transparent life. Like, if you ask me a question, I'm never going to sugarcoat it. There are certain people who just don't need all the details. So for those people, I'm not going to answer my phone in the first place. If you jump in my comments, you will be blocked. Like, if you come in there with some negative stuff and you're irrelevant to my life, you will be blocked. But I'm always transparent especially because of this aspect of my life where I walk in ministry. I never sugarcoat people. You're going to be in a relationship and good things are going to happen. You're going to be in a relationship and some bad things are going to happen. How you deal with it is a reflection of you. So I am that person who has posted some things that people have been like, "Hey, take that down." And I'm like, "Hey, you don't like it? Stop looking at it."
Well.
I have a reason for why I did what I did.
So I'm kind of in the middle. I am very closed. I don't like people, so I don't want people in my business. At the same time, I post very rare things that I think might be necessary concerning my life to the public. Because I don't like people. I don't want nobody in my business. If if you need to be in my business, you have access to me. You got my phone number. You could we talk. We actually do this, and so then I can let you in. And the truth of the matter is, there are people I talk to who ain't in. You got my phone number. You got my email address. We've seen you face to face. If you still ain't in, because I don't like people. So I'm not a fan of posting almost anything about your life on social media. To me, the purpose of social media wasn't so much so that I can look at every aspect of your life. It was supposed to be so that people can connect from various parts of the world and then get to know each other while they are in various parts of the world to make this great big earth a lot smaller than what it actually is. It was not meant for me to know that you had Donato's yesterday and you took a picture of your pizza. It was not meant for me to see all the
But my
horrible
tacos
dishes
was
that
amazing.
they
I'm
were.
You
saying.
need to see my tacos.
I didn't need to see it because I ain't eating. And as a disclaimer, for some of y'all females who can't cook, please stop posting your pictures.
Ooh.
Your pictures of your food are horrible, and we are judging your man for staying with you for all the horrible, ratchet food that you are putting together. I
Well,
don't need
maybe
to
she
see
does
that.
more than just cook bad food. That's why he's still there.
Well,
That's
then
all I'm
post
saying.
then post that. Then stop posting your ratchet
That's
food.
all I'm
Okay?
saying.
Post the
I
stuff
don't.
that you do well, because I'm judging your man for eating.
I'm
For
pretty
eating
sure it's
that
not
toxic
food. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but post that instead of posting that ratchet food, because I'm judging your man for staying with you for the ratchet food.
Because it could
Like,
be pointless. Like she could give
No.
the Gok 3000,
Well, go
but
ahead,
make
po-
hot dog ramen.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
This could
Go
be.
ahead and
That could be a
post you
fact.
Listen,
Right.
no. Well, then go ahead and post you swallowing him up. But do not post that food he doesn't need to swallow.
Lord.
Some things don't need that swallow. So, like, I'm not a fan of any of that. I don't need to know. I think it's very dangerous as well. People are posting when they're on vacation in real time.
Yeah,
And stop
that I
doing
don't
that dumb
do.
stuff. I don't need to see your pictures of stuff that you ain't going or places that you've gone on that I ain't going on. That's like holding somebody hostage in the house and showing them your family slides. Nobody cares. We weren't there. We don't want to see it. I don't care how much fun you had. I just don't. You can tell me about it. Stop showing it to me. I'm not a fan of it. I don't care about your relationship. And here's the truth, Eric. You mentioned somebody where police may need to be intervened. You getting your butt kicked and you can post about it. Apparently he didn't kick your butt bad enough, so I don't need to do nothing about it.
Chest feed.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm being for real. I'm sorry. Like if you have the conscious mind to say he beaten me, then you should have the conscious mind to walk out the door.
But
Well,
it's not
no,
always
that's
that easy
that,
for
no, that's
everybody,
yeah. I was
Jesse.
gonna say it is not
It
always
ain't
that
always
easy.
that
That's a whole
easy.
nother conversation.
Listen, it is much easier to walk than to think up what you're gonna type with this concussion. Preview it and make sure all the words are correct, and then hit send. Okay.
I agree
Just
with
so easy.
Eddie. Like the charcuterie board posts need to stop.
What's the homeless is talking about? You ate your truckloads of cheese and meat. Oh, that's hilarious.
I think we have to be cognizant of something too. You know, I just thought about this as I was going over this person's post, and one of the things too is, you know, in
You
every
realize you're starting
relationship.
to rat yourself out, right? Because you said over this person's post, and
He,
now
he
Oh.
saw a
we're-
post. It wasn't. It's okay. He saw a person's post. We all
Yeah,
see
so-
stuff. Risa
Yeah, we
Tisa.
you can't
We all-
moonwalk. You
we all
can't
seen
moonwalk.
it.
You're not good. You're not that good at dancing to moonwalk that one back. I'm sorry. Because you said it 3 times to make sure we heard it. So, but go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish
But-
writing yourself out. You saw the person's post. Mhm.
But I was thinking that, you know, because in every relationship there's going to be ups and downs, right? And so if you post about the downs that's happening in your relationship, and you guys work that through and get over it and get through it, well, that bad stuff is already out there. And so
Oh,
when you
yeah.
guys have the same circle of friends, you know, go out to the club or go out to dinner, do certain activities, you know, those negative things that you said, your friends are going to be looking like, she posted all that stuff. Why is she still with this guy? And it's going to
But
be a
that's the
whole
other
lot of
reason that I hate it.
Hmm.
right.
That's where I was getting to. That's one of the factual reasons of why I hate when people post their life, because you put me in a position now as your friend. I despise the person that has done you wrong, and now you done made up with him, and I wasn't a part of the makeup.
Right.
Because what people never do is they never post about the makeup. They post about how bad the situation is, and then the next thing you see, they out there taking pictures, selfie. We in Cancun living it up.
Right.
Hashtag relationship
Right.
goals.
And you
Dude,
thinking, what
just
about all
said
that
he
stuff
just-
you said?
Right.
Right.
And now I'm still mad at the person, and I'm now mad at you because I'm calling you stupid because you're still with the person I feel like you should have left. I don't need all that. I don't need that thought process in my life. I don't need that trauma in my life. Keep your trauma, keep your stuff to yourself. Go tell the police if you're getting beat. Go do something. But stop posting on social media. It's stupid. There's no point to it.
Yep.
Especially in this toxic environment we live in this society now, where everything is negative, negative, negative. Stop posting all of your negative stuff, because most people only blast the negative any daggone way. It is very rare where you ever see somebody blasting a post where they be like, "Ooh, my husband is so wonderful and so faithful. Ooh, my wife is so great and so forgiving and so loving. Ooh, we celebrate our 20th year of marriage and everything is wonderful and great." And then people applaud it.
I think like at this point, like we don't even pay stuff like that attention. Like people are so bothered by Russell Wilson.
I
Like
love them.
they're so bothered by him, but you will click on all day on stuff about Blueface and Krishan Rock. And I'm like, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see Monique and her and Daddy. I don't want to see them. I don't. I
agree
don't
with
kink
you.
shame. If you like it, I love it for you. Keep that over there. I don't want to see it. I don't know
If
what you
like
got
it,
going on.
stupid. I'm not gonna say I love it. If you like it, you stupid.
Keep that over there. There's certain times where, and I think like before even social media exists, I think this is why like people were like really shocked when they found out we were actually married, because we weren't very public with our relationship. I can remember the first
take
time I
notes.
showed up to church, Lisa, and people
I
were like,
remember.
"Oh, look, a
Who is
homeless
this?
woman has walked into the church."
Not homeless. Nobody said homeless.
I'm just joking.
She's funny. No.
What they were actually saying is, that's not the white girl.
Like, wait, she's black.
That's not her.
Now,
One of these
that?
things is not like the other.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say about that, because I had a couple thoughts. One of the things, so like for relationships, and I get it, right? You people are private, don't want to post their stuff, but for me, I could see why people do it, because a lot of times people don't know that you're in a relationship, and then you get hit up in your DMs, and then you got Bubba,
Then I tell
your
them- no,
partner
then I
standing
tell-
over
then
and
tell-
like, who was this guy?
Then
And I'm
tell
like,
them in the
"Ah."
DM. If they hit you in the DM, you tell them in the DM, "Hey, look, I'm in a relationship. Leave me alone." Block.
Well,
Not
from my
blocked, but-
perspective, I don't post my relationships. I've actually been in one for the past 2 years, and there's no
I
traces
know, and I'm
anywhere
just
on
now
social
hearing
media.
about it last week, so I'm a little upset about that. But we'll talk
Because
about
I
this.
don't post it, but I feel like for me personally, my experience is different. Like in the past when I did post a relationship, people were in my DMs even more. Like I feel like it's so like low key,
Oh,
like
wow.
not low key, but high key disrespectful. Like you see, I'm with somebody, but they're still in my DMs. Like, oh well, I could take you out, or you can't have friends. Like it's like the same, the same BS. But that's my experience. Like they are in my DMs even more. And of course, like I
Wow.
don't post it, so they're still in my DMs, but like I'm able to, I feel like it's easier for me to just like ignore it, if that makes sense. Because like, you don't know really what's going on. I don't really have to address you, but I feel like once you're being like negative or being disrespectful in my DMs, when you see that I am with somebody, then I'm gonna have to address you. So that's kind of
But
how I
that's
do
been
it.
that's actually most people's their experience, if they're honest about it. It's most people's experience. Whether
Oh,
you're
because
male or
don't
female.
nobody want you until you with
want-
somebody.
Yeah.
The minute you say that I'm with someone, like I can't tell you the amount of times I'd be like, all my except for Facebook, on all my social medias, my name is Mrs. Philonda Jones. I'm like, do y'all not know what the Mrs. is for?
No,
Yes,
girl,
and
they was left
we're trying to make
behind.
that Mrs.
These people was left behind.
I'm
They
like,
don't
this
know what
this
it
means
means.
right. Like I like aside from the sugar daddies on Instagram, Instagram's a whole nother weird
We
place.
got some rent y'all can pay. We got some rent y'all can pay. I promise.
I do have bills.
I do have bills.
But like it perplexes me that people will see, they'll be like, oh my God. It literally feels like advertisement. Like, oh my God, are you happy with this person? Then great, you can be happy with me. And I'm like,
That's
no,
literally what it's like.
no. Or I don't know if you've experienced this, Eric. Don't let it be a person of a different race. Now it seems like you're now in competition. Because the few times that I have been in interracial relationships, like they're like, oh, now I must convert you over.
Trying to
Right.
be married to one.
Like you done went over
Now
to the
you
wrong
gotta be
side.
converted.
Right.
Oh no, the stuff that y'all's people gave me for being married to my ex is oh my God. I got it from both ends. I got it from the hillbillies and the ninjas. It was just yeah. Oh, why don't you go over to your own kind? What's wrong with us? We ain't good enough. No, I don't like you. And it always be the people that you wouldn't date anyway that say the mess. Why can't you date
That's
a black
true.
woman? I did, but I don't want to date you.
I think society looks kind of down upon as far as black men dating white women versus a black woman dating a white man. I think society looks at it for a man. It's like, oh, why are you with that white woman? But it's not viewed the same as a black woman with a white man, and I don't understand that.
I'm gonna come to your thought in just a second. I want you to finish, but allow me to pull a Kanye for just a second. Eddie, really? Folks love to gorge on chicanery and choke us out with their skullduggery. When I tell you the mastery and the use of these particular terms that are favorites of mine that I've actually only once seen written out is wonderful. It is not often that you see the word chicanery and skullduggery written and used in proper. Eddie, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying that just caught my attention. I had to.
No, but I just noticed that the difference there between a black guy with a white woman than a black woman with a white man. And so for my community, I don't get a whole lot of that. I think it's actually kind of like people are like that. It's seeing an interracial racial gay, but like a straight couple that's viewed a lot differently, especially between, like I said, between a man and a woman. So I don't know if you guys notice that, how you view a black woman with a white man versus a black man with a white woman, or is there a difference between the two? How do people view that? What are you guys' thoughts?
I think from the difference that I know, sorry, Jesse. I think the difference from what I've noticed is especially like with a black woman dating a white guy, I feel like there's backlash with both of it. Like you hear, I hear it a lot, especially from like all my friends. Like I hear it, but I noticed that with when a black man is dating a white woman, it's usually the conversation about why he's dating the white woman that is usually the issue, because it's usually like, well, like why are you dating this woman? And then he'll go, oh, because black women this. Like, well, I didn't ask you about a black woman. I asked you about that woman that you're dating. So, and then I feel like when it comes to the other way around, like when I see a white man dating a black woman, usually black men have something to say like, oh, whatever. They be saying nonsense, but like what I hear, they just talk nonsense about it. But it's usually more of the conversation of why a black man is dating a white woman and why they don't want to date a black woman as opposed to a white person.
Because go ahead. I'll give you an example, like not to get into too political, but like Kamala Harris she's married to a white man, but we rarely see him. And is that one of those things where is it look down?
We rarely see her.
That's true. but it's almost like he's kind of being hidden, because is that look down upon her as being married to a white man? So that that's just.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's really looked down upon.
I don't think he's hidden.
Tell me what it looked like.
But
I haven't.
I
think I seen him once before the inauguration.
I don't recall ever seeing that man. I agree with Eric. What do he look like?
What does he look like?
Where are the visuals?
I've seen him a few times. But watch this. I'm going to show you. We're gonna take a hard left turn. So buckle in, strap in. We're gonna take a hard left turn with that one. I'm gonna show you how messed up that type of question is, and it's not your fault. It's just because it's been a perpetuated thing. Period. Anyway, so we say that about Kamala, who's the vice president. We've never seen her husband, etc. Right? Tell me what Dick Cheney's wife looked like. That's what I thought. Tell me what I forget Trump's vice president's name now.
Jill?
Oh,
Oh
Pence.
no,
Yeah, Mike Pence.
Mike
Tell
Pence,
me
oh.
what Mike Pence's
Yeah.
wife looked like. I got you. I'll do you one better. How about tell me what Joe Biden's wife looks like? And
Oh, I
he's
know
the
what she looked
president.
like.
Yeah, I know what she looked
I know what
like.
she
You
looked like.
found
Jill.
out. You found out what she looked like when he became president. No one knew what she looked like when she was vice president. The only first lady I can ever remember knowing and knowing what they looked like aside from Michelle Obama was Barbara Bush. The spouse of the power is never out front. So Kamala Harris's husband will never be out front because he's not the power. It's not because he's white and she's half. It's because he's not the power.
She's half.
Well, she is. She's biracial, but so she's a half, third, whatever it is.
I know it's like the way you said it.
She
not
one
'cause
of us,
white,
but
she's
she's half. So it's never going to be that he's going to be out. The sexism of it is okay. Now he has to be out to validate her because he's the man and she's the woman. That's the sexism part of it. The in terms of AJ, I appreciate Hillary. I appreciate you saying Hillary. You're right. I didn't know what Hillary looked like, but I didn't know what Hillary looked like until Monica Lewinsky. So
Lord.
I'm serious. I didn't know what Hillary looked like. Monica Lewinsky did what she did, and she stood next to Bill, and I was like, "Who was she?" And they was like, "That's his wife." I was like, "Oh," and then all of a sudden, Hillary was splashed everywhere. The spouse behind the power is never really out front. You'll never see Kamala Harris's husband out front. Just never. It's not going to happen unless he starts to run for power. Or it's not going to happen. Or unless she winds up running for office, running for the presidency. You'll never really see him. It's just not going to happen. It's not like that. I don't think that there is much of a difference with a black man dating a white woman or a white woman dating a black man. And I'm speaking from experience because I was married to a white woman. The vitriol that comes is all the same. They say you were talking about how it is. You were talking about how for a black man it is the why he's dating the white woman as opposed to a black woman, and it's always black women don't do this. Take a listen to some of the black women who date white men. They say the same things because black men are this, and this. It's always the up against one the other because we have a thought process in our minds that you have to date your race as opposed to you have to date who you're attracted to. I married my ex-wife not because I hated black women, obviously. I married my ex-wife because she was the one I wanted to marry at the time. That's just kind of how that rolls. I married her because she's the one I wanted to marry. It's and the people begin to get defensive when you ask them to justify their pick. And that's where you get because black women are this, and this. A lot of them don't feel like it's all, but they are talking from their experience, and black men are diminished in the expression of their experience, much like black women's voices totally are trying to be silenced. It's that kind of a thing. But I don't think it's ever a.
But is it looked at so because there's different variations because you have Latino, black man, a Latino. Does that look different? Black man. Look at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, his wife was Asian, and so I don't think those same stereotypes or those same thought processes go with other backgrounds. So
Yeah,
Muslim, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's ever. I think, and this goes back to, and Eddie could probably attest to this. This goes back to a lot of times when we think about black men and white women. They are still sometimes the obtainable goal.
I hate you, Jay Jordan. I hate you
So
with a passion.
stop it.
Not an
Olsen
Olsen
twin.
twin. That is crazy.
But so it's always like it's always a Kanye and a Kim.
Mm-hmm.
It's never Kanye and Rebecca who works at Macy's. It's never that. It's always like it is she is this unobtainable goal when it's a white woman. When it's a Latino woman or an Asian woman, it's, oh, well, that's okay. So they don't think of it like that. When it comes to black women and white men, that is also it is so what's wrong with you that you had to go over there?
Hmm.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
gotten that like a lot.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like,
that's the
Same.
question.
I absolutely got the same when I was married to my ex-wife. When I was dating her, forget just married to her, I got the same. Why you had to go over there? What happened to you? What was the question is not saying that the experience is invalid.
But would you have
I'm
been
saying that
asked
that
that?
experience goes across the board.
Would you have been asked that if it was Asian? If you were married to an Asian? If you were married to Latino?
No,
If you're married to a Muslim?
no. But the reason is because white folks are the oppressors.
In
Like
America,
historically,
I feel like
Yeah.
no,
America
all,
is
no, all
definitely
across the
America is
world.
more black and white than I feel like anywhere else. Like, I mean, I live in LA, so I meet a lot of people from everywhere, and their question to me always is about like race. Like, why is America so black and white all the time? And
Hmm.
I feel like that is definitely a thing that is more American than anything else.
yeah.
That is true.
It is, but actually across the world where in America it is race, in other countries
It's complexion.
It's well, not just complexion.
Definitely
It is
Mhm.
economic. They're
Mhm.
tiering
No.
the caste system. That's what I was looking for. The caste system is very much so based upon your social status, but the social status is almost always exclusively white. We tend to in America to focus on the complexion. In other countries, they
Mhm.
tend to focus on your status, but the status is matches the complexion here in America. It is still a black white thing if you want to put it in those terms. It's still that, but Asians never did anything to us historically, not like white folks did to us. Indians and Africans and go down the
Mhm.
list. So why would we go to those who beat us? Why would we have such Stockholm syndrome? It's the thought process for everyone outside of that interracial relationship. The person inside of the interracial relationship is not thinking about whether or not the other people are the oppressor. It is this person didn't oppress me. This person I love. They love me. Now, if you
Well,
want
I
to say
feel
it
like
like
your
Chris Rock said
situation
it,
is different though, Jesse, because like you, I don't think you were just like saying like I solely date white women. Like clearly you married a black woman. I think most of the time when the conversation is brought up, it's because they only date this specific race of
Mhm.
person, and
That
that's where the conversation starts.
and you know what? That brings up a great point, and I was just thinking about that. Now, for my community, there has been this heated debate on just what you said. Now, some of the apps that I used to use have
Used to. Used to.
Used to.
I don't be on there like that.
At any point in time, because you ain't paying attention, any point in time, he could walk right behind you. There's a kitchen back there, and I'm sure y'all got some knives. And what I cannot do is have snuff on a real talk podcast. Okay? Used to.
Used to.
okay. Anyway, moving on. But some people would post on there, hey, they would list different races that said, don't even if you this way, don't even waste your time, hit me up. So no
Mm.
blacks, no Asians, no this and that. And people were like, hey, that's kind of racist to say. You shouldn't be saying that. And they said, well, no, that's not racist. It's just my personal preference.
And I
And
agree.
so I disagree because, well, here's the thing. So you're saying if you put that on there, you're saying that you have never seen. So let's say you say no Asians. You have not seen one Asian that looked attractive. There's 5 billion of them. Not one have you
I,
seen looked attractive. That's what you're saying.
I don't really
Yeah.
find Asian women attractive, so I can concur. Like,
But that's
see,
you.
so you got, but no, but his point is that a person would put that. I would like there people are. I think the problem is that we feel like people are not allowed to have preferences if those preferences are outside of what our scope is.
But I
People
don't feel
are
like
allowed
that's
to have
true. Like
preferences.
me, like
That's
I understand what you mean, Eric, because like I personally myself, I like black men and I like them the darker the better, personally.
And
But
that's
I
a
wouldn't
preference.
say like I wouldn't, yeah, but I'm not like what he's saying, like they're putting out there like if you're white, this, that, don't even contact me. I wouldn't say that because
Okay.
there's some white man, I'm like, that is a beautiful man.
right.
Like it doesn't, you
Right.
know, like or I
Right.
see like there's those people. Like I wouldn't say
but that doesn't mean you want that beautiful white man to hit you up. So let me put it to in non-relationship
but I wouldn't be
terms.
mad if he did.
Right.
But some people might be. So let me put it in non-relationship terms. Do you like sardines?
No.
No.
So if I put a plate in front of you with sardines on it, you want to eat you gonna eat the sardines?
Well, that's different because there's different type of
that's what I'm
fish.
saying.
That's
But
different type
no.
of fish.
But there's
Yeah.
different kind of people. But we're specifically talking about the preference of hating sardines. So no matter how I dressed it up, no matter how good I made it look, no matter how good it smells, you still don't want sardines. That is people with other people. No matter how
That-
pretty they are, you can find them attractive. I still don't want to be with them because it is my preference. I feel like we mix preference with race too much to feel like that people who have preferences are racist, and that's not necessarily the case. I'm not saying
Well,
that some
because it
aren't.
comes off
Some are
racist if you're
absolutely
Comes
saying
off
like,
racist.
Yeah, it
like
comes
it comes
off
off
racist
racist if
because-
you're like, oh, if you're black, if you're Latino, if you're Asian, don't talk to me. Like that's
Right.
a little like you ain't gotta
Yeah.
be so
Well,
aggressive about it.
So
like
do you
you could just
but
say
it-
like,
but
Right.
It's not aggressive to them. It is. I just don't want a bunch of other people who I'm not interested in coming to holler at me.
But I
You're
think there's a
woman, you've been to the club. How many trashy men have come up to you with smelly breath trying to holler at you when you've ever gone to a club?
you asking me?
Both of y'all. Are
But
females
she
who've been
not.
to the club.
But here's the
How?
thing. She not in the club wearing a big neon sign saying, "If you white, don't even talk to me."
Yeah, like
That's
I'm just in
what
the
that
club
is.
looking good, and they showed
So
up,
even
and
if
they
I'm
all
not
want a
interested-
drink at least.
So, but
be a drink.
would it not be simpler to be able to have something distinguished saying, "Hey, look, I don't want anyone else who's not my preference."
Okay, but let's be
walking up and
real.
talking to me.
Like I said, social media is not a real place. So what we're talking about is a social media scenario. Okay, we live a real life, right? So when you go outside your door and somebody sees you attractive, they're gonna try to talk to you. Like when people,
Right.
when you see something you like, you kind of go after it. Like that's what we do. It's it's the human in us. So that's not real to walk around with a sign plastered on your forehead like, "Hey, my name is Aliciante and I don't like white men." That's crazy. Like we don't do
Right.
stuff like that. Like
Exactly.
it's not
But
real.
what we do is we put in our profiles, "I don't like white men. Please don't contact
No,
me if
see,
you're a white
that's-
man. I want somebody who's between the ages of 25 to 38. I don't want anybody who's under 5'9". I don't want anybody who doesn't make this kind of money." All of these are preferences.
No,
No,
I think
it's-
it's different. Like
Yeah,
so in my
it is.
profile when we first met, when you saw my profile, I said no ministers,
Sure did.
no married men,
Sure did.
and I forgot what the other one was.
So, what is
That
the reason?
and that was my preference. But
Yes.
who did I end up getting with?
But here's the thing.
That's-
What is the only reason that I hit you up?
Because you were going through a divorce.
No. What is the only reason I hit you up?
Oh, because you thought that I hit you up.
I didn't think it. You hit me
No,
up.
I didn't.
So,
Well, that's a
I
whole
got
nother
an
argument.
email. I got this is
Wonder, like, don't
13-year
tell no
argument. Over
lies.
I used to have the proof on it. I got an email. We were on Black Planet for all those who are old enough to
Ooh, we
remember
so
Black Planet.
old.
Black Planet.
Before Black Planet ever really dealt with full dating sites, she was on their emerging dating site. I was not. She hit me up with an email, and because I got the alert to my Yahoo email that said, "Hey," didn't say Falana, said, "Quick Nikki is interested in
Don't
she
put my
wants you to hit
aliases
you
out
up."
there.
So the only reason I hit her up was because I got the email that said, "Hit me up," and then you probably gonna need to answer because she's gonna keep calling if you don't. Okay. And then when I looked at her profile and said, "Okay, hey, none of this matches me right now because she said she don't like the stuff, and right now I'm these things." So when I emailed her, I emailed and explained all of that. If I had never received the email and I was looking at her profile, the first thing I do is scroll on by because I'm not wasting my time trying to match with somebody who don't want anything that I am.
But here's
That's the beauty of a preference, and explaining your preference to people and saying this is what I want, so that you don't have to waste your time nor waste anybody else's approaching you who
But there's-
you don't want.
there's a way to do that. And so going back to
So what's the
Well,
best
at least
way to say
Beyonce-
I don't like white men?
here's the thing. So going back to what Aliciante was saying was you have a preference towards darker men, right? And so you could put, hey, I have an affinity towards darker men.
Mhm.
That sounds
So,
totally
but
different from saying if you are white,
If you're
if you
white,
are
don't
Asian,
contact me.
don't contact me.
so
Right.
here,
That
so
is a
here's
huge difference.
there is a
Mhm.
difference, but here's the problem with that because it happens to people I've known all the time. They will put, I lean towards, or I prefer darker skinned men or whatever kind of men they
The
put.
standard,
The-
tall, dark, and handsome,
that stuff.
wanted.
You know what winds up happening? Small, snowflaked and fat hit them up. Old, crusty, and ignorant hit them up.
Because people like
Like,
what
you
they like.
still
Like I
get
said, if you see something that
Yeah.
you like, you're gonna want to go after it. But that's
But
why I said like
typically
it's
people
kind of
stop when
crazy
they
to
say,
put in
"I
your
don't want
bio
you."
like I don't want you
Uh,
because you're Latino. Like
the
that's
experience
Right.
that people have told me is when they started putting what they don't want, the people that they don't want, stop hitting them up.
That I've never
So,
had that
It
happen.
has been, I don't want white men, so white men stop hitting them up. I don't want black men. Black men only hit them up to say racist stuff back to them. Oh, you must be racist. You don't like us. And then they keep it moving. But they never really get hit on by the preference that they are screaming about. It doesn't often happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all. And
was
she's
like,
burning
you-
a hole in my ear
Because
right
you are
now.
negating the what did you get to think?
While you was on the, while
Philanda,
you was
like,
on
you
the phone,
did it.
I explained why I did the thing. I did the thing because you hit me up. If you had never hit me up and I saw
didn't
your
hit you
profile,
up.
you hit me up. If you had never hit me up and I saw your profile, I would have never hit you up. Because
God slid into your DMs for
Listen,
me. I
You
didn't.
can say it's the Lord Jesus Christ, God, whatever you want, Mary Magdalene. All I know is that what I received came from you.
But even if
How
you
it
did
got
receive
there.
the message, you went to my page. Did you not first go to my
Do
page
you
and
not
read
remember
that?
the first paragraph of the 3 paragraphs? in the
Yes,
first
you
message
said
sent
I
you?
read it, and I was
And
like,
this is who I am. So you remember. So you see who I am. This is who I am. You said that you don't want these things, but this is who I am. And the only reason I'm hitting you up is because I got a message from you saying you hit me up. Now,
I don't believe you, Jesse.
I used to have to
No,
prove-
I don't even believe it.
I
I
used-
believe
I
that
used
you
to-
saw
I
her
used to have to
and you
prove-
seen that she had a preference, and you was like, you know what? But I still like she's beautiful to me. I still want to hit her up, and you did it
No.
anyway. That's what
No,
I
'cause
believe
I-
in my
no,
hearts of
'cause I-
hearts.
you saw my
Oh,
chocolate self in my schoolgirl
your heart,
skirt.
your heart is deceiving you.
Yeah,
And
that's
she-
exactly
and
what he
is
saw.
gonna-
He was like,
no.
you know what? Forget that. I am
No.
a minister. These are the things
watch
that I
this.
want you.
Because
That's what
Watch
happened.
this. I didn't even see her picture until the second time around because she pointed me to the picture.
Dude,
I
you
saw-
couldn't miss my.
I
I wish
quoted
I
to
still
you.
had it.
I know what the pictures look like
I
now.
don't even,
That's-
you know
they're
why I
burning
don't
my
believe
brain.
Jesse?
I
Because
saw
I was a
the
little
profile.
kid and I
I'm a
should not
person
have been
about
on Black
words.
Planet, and I saw how it was set up, and you could see them profile pic. You see them pictures.
pictures
No,
coming
I,
out
no,
first.
I didn't say you can't. No, I didn't say I didn't
That's
see
all
the
I'm
profile
saying.
pic. She had a bunch of pics after, and I never saw them. I saw the profile comments. I saw what she put on her profile because how her profile was set up is still burning my brain to this day.
But
She had
Jesse,
a
you have
profile
to-
pic here. She had her age and stuff there, and then here was the list. And what I was attracted to was the words first. After I wrote back this paragraph, these 3 paragraphs, of why I messaged her because she messaged me, and when we finally met each other, I showed her the email I got, and she said to me, "I didn't write that." I said, "Well, I ain't got to do what you didn't write. I can only tell you what I received." I said to her in my response to her, "I am the thing that you said you don't want on your profile. I'm not sure if you want me or not, but since you messaged me, here is who I am. This is what's going on in my life. This is what's going on in my situation. Here are some things." And I ended it off with one of my abstract questions that are not normal questions, which is what intrigued her to keep messaging me. And when she kept messaging me, I recognized, oh, she must be interested past what she said her preference was because she responded back yet again.
But
I
Jesse, you
would
have
have
to.
never jumped in her jumped in her message if it was I'm just scrolling. I see the profile and she showed and the preference said I don't want you. No, I'm not wasting my time with that. I got better things to do with my time.
But Jesse, you have to think too is that when you list a lot of stuff where you don't want, and Philanda was like the ministry, that stuff is not that's a-okay. It's just like the racial stuff, because when people
Oh, no,
see
'cause
that
she had a racial
that
too. She had a racial. She had it. He has to be no shorter than 6
That's
foot.
not racist.
I'm getting to that. Can I build? Can I build? I'm doing the profile. I told you, it's burned in my brain. They have to be no less than 6 foot. They need to have a 6-pack with the V, and they need to be chocolate. And chocolate.
No, that
I'm
was
sorry,
not
chocolate.
me.
Dark was what it was.
It
And
wasn't
it was in
because
caps.
I ain't even. That was not my profile. That
No,
was some other chick.
I said.
Look at
preference.
Oh, he
I
mixing you
listen-
up. He mixing the
no.
Tell
profiles
it on
up.
himself.
No,
Tell it on yourself.
Because
No,
on
'cause
Black
my
Planet,
time-
there's only one person I ever
You
hit up.
telling
And
on
I ever hit
yourself,
up like
Jesse.
that. No, there's only one. No, because what was my Black Planet page?
Oh,
I forgot.
My Black Planet page was full of only ministry stuff. I still had a picture at the time, still a picture of me and my soon to be ex-wife still up. I was rarely ever on there unless I was promoting ministry stuff. In particular, the two churches that I was at, the one that I had come from, and the one that you know me from when we first met. I wasn't posting anything. I was never really on Black Planet. I hate social media. I hated it then. I hate it now. I've never been a fan of social media. So I wasn't jumping on, scrolling past and like, ooh, Philanda, oh yeah. I have it burned in my brain because we've had this discussion and argument
Because you
in
was
public
looking
and in
at
private
it
for
for a
13
long time,
years.
and then you decided to hit her up. We
I
know,
looked
Jesse.
at it for a long time after she responded the second time. Because then she said, well, I don't, first when she came back in her response message after my question, she answered my question, and then she responded with, once again, I don't remember ever hitting you up. I don't think I hit you up. You may have the
'Cause I
wrong person.
didn't.
I saw your profile. These are not the things I want. Did you even take a look at my profile pictures? I don't think we'd match. And so that's when I went and looked at profile pictures. And yes, once I looked the second time, I spent a whole lot of time looking at all them profile pictures. I sure did. Because my God. Yes, let the church say. I'm sorry, I'm back.
But even
no.
then, in her preference, she still didn't say if you're white, if you're Latino, if you're whatever,
Right.
don't talk to me.
But my point was that even with her preferences of don't, if I as a person and for the record, so I can clarify, I'm talking about normal functioning people. I'm not talking about some of these toxic, dysfunctional, I do what I want kind of people. I'm talking about normal functioning people will read a preference and say that and see that they're not this person's preference and walk away. I think that's what's wrong with people as it is now in life. We are so scared to actually say what the hell we want. And this is why people get confused, and this is how people get catfished and get trapped into stuff. I almost said the person.
Don't say
the
it.
person that we wound up having to counsel
Yes.
forever wound up getting into that situation because neither he nor she was willing at the time to say what they really wanted, and they wasted, 10 years almost, or whatever it
Yeah.
was, together in a relationship that both of them were miserable in because nobody wanted to say what they wanted. To Jesse, it's not racist to say, I don't want this particular race. Now, it may offend people's delicacies, and that's fine. Let it offend it. But I would rather you be offended than me be miserable. If it's your offense or my misery that we got to balance it out, you go ahead and be miserable. You go ahead and be offended. I'm not going to be miserable. That's just me. I can't do it. Okay. I will never be upset with somebody who says they don't want black folks. They don't want. What I will be upset is if you say I don't want niggas or any other racial slur. I can't do that one. Now, if you're using the racial slurs and racial stereotypes in your preferences,
yeah, if I see any of that, I'm reporting your profile. Like if I see any stuff like that, like immediately I'm reporting you. I'm that person because if you made it public, I'm going to make it public-er.
I love it.
I want to make it public.
Yeah, so I like that's my thing. I'm like, oh, so you out here and you saying that all black women are on welfare? Then I'm the person going to find out where you work at, and then I'm going to let them know that this is the type of employee that you have. Like I'm that person. I'm a black Karen. I'm going to your pockets. I'm letting you know your PTA group, that you're out here like that. Like, because you made it public. So I'm just going to make it publicer. I'll make sure we all know. I don't want you to half miss the people you were trying to offend. I want you to publicly offend everyone so we can all discuss it. And I think that's my take on some of the, especially and I blame Ashley.
Wow.
No, because of TikTok. Like I be on TikTok, and I
Oh,
swear, like
okay.
people
I
will
got
put
you
their
now.
stuff out there, and I was like, now that you've made it public, now we can all digest it and we can all give our input on it. Like if you let me know that this is what's going on, yeah, I'm going to absolutely tell you, girl. Yes, he didn't just throw off your pH balance. You probably need to go to the clinic.
How we take that hard of a left turn? God,
I'm
dog.
just saying, if you
we
make it
started.
public,
Eric was talking about race and race preferences, and now we got STIs and everything, and pH balances, and folks smelling like raw fish, and this is horrible.
Not the raw fish.
I just saw one of Jay Jordan's comments. I am not gonna post publicly
Yeah,
that
no,
it's over there. Lord, you said, Lord Jesus. Jay, you need Jesus. I'm praying for you, sir. You absolutely need Jesus. And Eddie, I appreciate you, sir. Get some rest, and thank you for sharing it. And Sharice, we are moving on, but we're not moving on. You on my podcast. We talk along when we want to talk or whatever we want to talk about. You know how we roll. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
I
had
was
responsive comments. That's all.
I was just thinking on that, kind of what Falana was saying. If you make yourself public, then maybe your comments should be public. And that goes back to the situation we were talking about, putting your business out there. Now, that person that went public wasn't like that, saying, hey, if you're going to post something like that, get in my behind, then you should have sent me a private message. So,
Right.
but like Falana was saying, well, you posted it public, so maybe you should get a public message.
Oh,
What are you guys'
absolutely.
thoughts on it?
I don't think that if you post it public, I have an obligation. Now, if we friends, once again, I'll pull you to the side. I'll pull you in private. I'll DM you or I'll call you or whatever. But in general, what my mama had a statement she used to make right before she beat us, and I don't mean abuse the beat. I mean we deserve to beaten.
Spankings, whoopings.
No. Spankings for the other side of the head. What my mama did was a beating.
Okay.
It was because she made sure you will never do this again. I'm gonna beat you just worse than the police will. I'm gonna make sure you don't. Payne, my mama and dad, they were proficient with the belt. I mean, and my mom was proficient with everything: belt, shoe, loaf of bread, all kinds of stuff. Whatever she needed at the time to put your actions in order, she did.
Wait, what loaf of bread is gonna hurt you? So loaf of bread.
Oh, he got a whooping with a loaf of bread. Yes.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna put a pause there. Let me tell you the story. So I was about, I want to say maybe 8 or 9, I think, and I was acting up in the store. First of all, my mom already had given me the talk outside. Any black person knows who grew up in the 80s, 90s knows the talk. When we get in the store, don't ask for nothing, don't touch nothing, you can't get nothing.
Oh, what's that comedian? What's that really big comedian that said that?
Oh, no, but that's a real
Crawford.
thing. That's a real thing.
David
Yeah,
Crawford.
Bill Crawford.
LaBelle
LaBelle
Crawford.
Crawford.
LaBelle Crawford.
Yeah, but no, it's a real thing, and it happened quite often in my house. And so I got the talk, and I knew my mom wasn't in the mood, but I was in the mood today. Like I didn't want to go, and I was trying to make sure she knew I didn't want to go. And so I figured, okay, my mom was one; she will grab whatever's handy to beat me with. If I acted up and I'm not listening, okay. My dad
But some
used to tell me,
bread is
Payne,
soft.
I'm coming to it. My dad used to say, Payne's a good reminder of what not to do. You would think bread is soft. You've never had Sandra Allen Jones swing a loaf of bread on you. So when I started acting up in the bread aisle because I'm like, ain't nothing she can hit me that's going to hurt. And I'm cutting a fool. And she said, Jesse, my middle name Jones, if you don't stop. And I'm like, whatever. I didn't say whatever, but my attitude, whatever, I got this. And the next thing I know, a loaf of Town Talk bread came across the back of my head, and she beat me in the bread aisle with a loaf of bread,
Oh,
and the
good
bread
grief.
exploded. So now she got to pay for that loaf of bread, plus the loaf of bread she already was going to buy. So when I got home, I got beat a second time for the loaf of bread and the wasted money. Because I already got beat for acting. She didn't believe in double jeopardy. So not beating you a second time for acting up. I got you already for that. But you just made me waste money. So here comes your second one. But trust me, a loaf of bread hurt. She was,
Oh,
she
good
was
grief.
proficient at it. Absolutely. But my mom had a belief, and that kind of shows her belief system in action. Wherever you act up, that's where you get smacked up. Mama said, you act up in public, I'm going to deal with you in public. So if you post dumb stuff in public,
It's hard to do that
I get
nowadays,
to
though.
come at you. My mama wouldn't. You don't know Sandra Jones.
Police
Before
get
Mama
called
passed, she
nowadays.
still didn't care. My mom would beat the police. My mom was Staten Island, New York, crazy. When she was alive, my mama said things like, and I watched her get ready to do it. My mama said, "I will beat you. Call 911 and then beat you till the police get here. And then when they get here, I will tell them, don't bring you back. If you ever try to call the police on me, I'll dial the phone for you, but you ain't coming back."
Oh wow.
My mom was
That's
not.
scary.
My mom was a
That's
disciplinarian.
scary.
Oh no, it was all love. It was never really abuse. I know some folk, oh my God, you was abused. No, I wasn't. It was straight real discipline. But my mom did not play. She was not going to allow me to act a fool. Not me. Not my older brother Joshua. Not my older brother Melvin. Sandra Jones did not play. Raymond Jones did not play. Those two ran a household of discipline. And so if you decide you want to be stupid and embarrass me, I'm going to show you what real embarrassment is. Whatever you put out there in public, you don't get the right to say people can't comment on. You put it out there. I didn't know you made me a part of your life. I'm like that now. If you have a conversation with me, y'all, you're in Cali, so you know people who do this, who will talk on the phone, on speakerphone like this while they're walking down. I'm ignorant.
I'm one of them, so I'm not gonna have no comment on it. I'm one of them. If I'm busy and my AirPod died, I'm talking like this. Sorry, I'm that person.
I will join in your conversation if I hear it. I absolutely
and that's
will.
fine. But
Girl,
back to your point though, Jesse. But like what Eric was saying, like if somebody puts it out there in public, I feel like you kind of put it out there for people to have opinion on what you put out there. So like it's you can't be too upset because you did put it out there for people to have opinion on. So you got to deal with the consequence of what you just did.
And here's the thing: even if you turn off the comments, I can still share it.
Yeah.
But if I can't share it, I can
screenshots are real. Like you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be very mindful what you put out, especially on social media, because I do feel like social media will live forever. Like I don't have children, but like, one day, you can put something that they're crazy and your kids got to see that. Like there's consequences to this internet thing.
Oh, having that conversation with Ashley in her teenage years. I'm like,
because
take that down. Take it down.
We don't think it's real until it's real,
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. I wholeheartedly agree. You put it out there. Listen, that's your fault. That's your fault. You do not get to be upset when you put something out for public consumption and the public reacts.
You can't be upset by how people consume what you put out.
Right.
And I comment on your stuff. I invaded your life like you invaded mine with your stuff. Well, you could just scroll on by. Well, you didn't have to read my comment. And that's how I feel about it. So I'm along with that. So I feel like it's a good place to take a commercial break. Y'all got any more y'all want to say before we take this commercial break?
Break.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it that famous commercial you got?
Philana frowns on me playing that commercial while she's on.
No, I don't.
I'm scared. What was the commercial?
Okay. This is
sounds scary.
This is a commercial from my good friend Amanda, who is a black businesswoman, much like yourself, Feliciante. But she deals in a whole different realm than what you do. You deal with the stuff with clothes. You deal with clothes on. She deals with clothes off. So here we'll be right back after this sponsor. After this message, sponsor for the Real Talk Podcast.
My name is Amanda. I'm the owner of the G-Spot Accessories and More. And I have been doing this since August of 2020. I wanted to start my business because I didn't see anyone else doing what I was doing. I wanted to just step out on faith and make couples happy, other people just spice up their sex life. My business is basically for single people, married people, just anybody. 18, they can be 79, I don't care, but if it makes them happy and pleases them, I'm perfectly fine with it. What separates my business from other competitors are I am very convenient. You can reach out to me at any time. I don't mind meeting you, shipping it. Just openly to please you. Whatever you need, I'm there for it. So, quality, the toys, they're A1. I have no problems out of them at all, and other people don't. But everything is just amazing. So my items or products are for everyone, whether you're gay, straight, couple. I have a little bit of everything. Well, I have dildos, I have pocket pussies, I have two-head dildos. Whatever you need, I have it. Whether it's pheromone, lubricant. I try to have a little bit of everything. Swings, so just to lighten up stuff and just have your night enjoyable and one you will always remember.
Well, my lord, Pocket
All
P,
right, we definitely
sheesh.
back. Yeah,
Good for her.
that's what I told you. You deal with the clothes on, she deal with the clothes on. We got you covered all the way around.
So you can
Girl,
look
I
good
got more power to
before
you, girl.
come up out the look good clothes.
You know that part.
Well, all right. It is time for what I call the world famous, infamous Real Talk Banter. So we got a bunch of different things we can do. I'm probably not gonna get through them all depending on how the conversation goes, but I know one thing I am gonna get you. You gonna get initiated today, Lisiante. They tell you gonna get initiated because before we go, this lovely game right here. Yeah.
Oh
Eric.
my
that?
gosh. Oh my
It's
gosh.
called Pick Your Poison, and this is
Oh, man.
the After Dark expansion pack, and I have the After Dark set in the living room. But I didn't feel like bringing the big box, so I brought the small box. Yeah. These are a
Okay.
bunch of would you rather
Lite, I'm
questions. and I
sorry in
tell you,
advance.
These are not for those who are super churchy or those who are easily offended or whatever. These ain't for that. But I go hit you up with them right away. We gonna start light. We gonna start light first, and then just know the questions is coming. When I tell you the questions is out there,
They are
Woo!
out
They
there.
out there.
They are
Oh
out there.
man. Okay. All right.
Okay, so we have been talking relationships and things. I had a pick one. So here we go. Here's our first banter topic question. I want you to pick one. Which couple of these four couples would you consider to be the most toxic couple? And I picked four extremely toxic couples in different ways in their own right. Is it Kermit and Miss Piggy, Steve and Laura Winslow, Peg and Al Bundy, or Olivia Pope and President Fitz? Who is the most toxic couple? Wow. Silence. on that
I don't
side
even
for the
know.
video.
Like I'm like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say Steve and Laura, not at all, because she ended up liking him eventually. Maybe Miss
but
Piggy
Peg-
and Kermit, because
I'm married and Kermit and Miss Piggy are married, so
Why didn't you
But-
have Will
but-
Smith and Jada Pickett on there?
yeah,
because
because
I
we
got-
need
I-
to talk
That's
about
too
that.
easy.
Yeah.
I got these are television show couples. I got Will and Jada later on. I promise you. And the one I got with them in it is even worse. So just trust me. You know me, Eric. You know I be doing things and I do a thing now.
Or maybe Kim and Kanye or something like that. That would
No,
be
no.
better.
I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I got you.
Well, I guess I'll go first. I'll go with Fitz and Olivia Pope
Why Fitz and Olivia?
because
I mean, I already know why you're gonna say it, but still.
because so first and foremost, he was married. She was a side chick. Know your role. And
But wasn't it him who showed his role? He tried to make his side chick the main chick. She was gonna be okay at the side and then leave him.
And then so at the point where she got engaged and she was about to marry somebody else, he went in there blocking like he wasn't already in a relationship. So for me, that one right there, because I definitely can't say Miss Piggy and Kermit.
I mean, he just seemed like he don't like her. I mean, it's a puppet. They're puppets, but he don't really like
But
Miss
she's
Piggy,
abusive.
and he don't like her.
I think he loved her.
He didn't.
I kind of,
He didn't.
I
Love
kind of,
pork. He was a Muslim. He didn't love swine.
Stop it.
I'm kind of siding with Sharice on this one, Laura and Steve, because I mean that I
Okay.
just he had the whole Stefan thing going on, and
Mm-hmm.
Urkel was like, what? that's kind of you split multiple personalities or what was ever going on with that. That's kind of out
That's
there.
true. That's true.
Mm.
Lita, who'd you say?
I don't really know, honestly. I
You
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
pick one. That's a part of the banter. You gotta pick one.
I'm just gonna stick with Miss Piggy and Kermit.
Miss Piggy and Kermit.
Yeah.
Well, I personally agree with Sharice and Eric. It is absolutely, without question, Laura and Steve. Steve was hashtag Me Too before there was a hashtag Me Too. He stalked her. He would not take no for an answer. He messed up her dates. He gaslighted her. He did everything he can. He emotionally manipulated her on multiple occasions.
Becoming Stefan.
Even before he became Stefan, he would be like, anytime he would get fussed at by her for doing some stuff he had no business doing, he would just like a little kid and walk away scolded and make her feel bad for standing up for herself and having boundaries. No, he emotionally manipulated her and abused her into a relationship with him. And no one wants to talk about it. Everybody, oh my God, they're such a great couple. No, they're not. She didn't want him. He forced himself on her. And this happened in 2024.
Oh, he called
Steve
the
Urkel's
police.
going to jail.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember all of those things. That's
He
why
even
I don't have
Yeah, I
an
don't-
opinion on this one. I don't.
ridiculously beautiful girlfriend
Myra.
and still was after Laura. And y'all trying to say that wasn't not.
Because just because Laura had a preference, Steve didn't care. He still was gonna walk over it. See, we had this
Uh-huh.
conversation earlier.
See how come full circle? See how come
We had
full
this
circle?
combo.
This is why you're supposed to scream. This is why you're supposed to stand fast on your preference. Nobody say. And then Steve, when he would do stuff, he'd be like, "I'm wearing you down, baby. I'm wearing you down." Nah, bro, you toxic. You toxic. Jaleel White, your best character is toxic. Deal with. Okay. So let me jump down. Let me go to.
Jesse, before you start your next one, so that what I was telling you, you can no longer put that stuff on there because so many people complain about it. So if you was on there, you wouldn't be able to put that. And if it's assuming you weren't married and part of the community.
Listen. I'm about to say, if you're talking about me, I put whatever I want. I don't care about folks.
They will take
You
it
know how many
down.
people, you know how many complaints I get about the stuff I put up, or the stuff I say, across the pulpit, the stuff I say on this podcast. I'm used to folks complaining. Get over it. Y'all, listen, I wish I would.
Yeah, you
I
put
don't
on there
care about
now,
people's
your
feelings.
account was banned.
I was about to say the account gonna go down. Then what?
Yeah.
Listen,
Nothing for
here the problem with that. You can always make another account because they do it all the time, and so I keep doing it. I got more accounts.
You
I can
keep
make more accounts than
I
they
was
can
about to
keep
say
than
that's
they
a lot
can
of
pay.
effort to keep getting taken down.
Right.
First
That
one,
is
you
a lot
know
of
what?
That is a lot of
good.
effort.
I'm good.
Listen,
Hey, look,
you're
especially
petty,
especially if you paying, you don't get that money back.
when
Exactly.
you're petty like me and you got time, you don't worry about the effort. The
Yeah, I ain't got that much
satisfaction
time.
is in the petty. Oh, that's because you're not petty though. When you're petty,
I'm
you
petty,
make
but
time.
I make time for my petty.
I have
Like
a
if I'm
shirt.
gonna be petty, it gotta be a certain kind of petty.
I have a shirt that I have created. It's on Zazzle.com/DA_Rev. Check out the High Praise Ministries merchandise store. Anyway, cheap plug. I have a shirt that I have made that says I am Pastor Petty. Oh yes.
By the way, if you
That's
keep
how
making
petty I am.
accounts, you also got to keep making emails. Are you that petty too to keep making different
Yes.
emails?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, nah, no.
Do you
I'm not that-
understand that you can
I ain't
that with
that petty.
Yahoo you can make anything
The amount of
email?
energy that takes.
It don't take
Right.
a lot
It's
of
so
energy.
much time.
Right.
It takes 30 seconds to make an email.
That's like a Steve
It
Urkel. That
takes
means you
45
stalking.
seconds
You
to
doing
make
the
a
most.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Doing
that's
too
why I can
much.
say Steve Urkel is. That's why I can say Steve
The
Urkel is
most
toxic,
toxic.
because
Okay.
I understand his toxicity. Yes. Yes.
Well, who's the next one? I want to answer another one.
So here you go. If you had to choose to be in one relationship, meaning that your relationship is exactly like this relationship, and you are the party that is dealing with the toxicity, not the toxic person. Okay? You had to be in one relationship. What relationship would you choose? You choose being in a relationship like Will and Jada? See, I told you they were coming.
Oh, that's just great.
Kim and Kanye? Told you they were coming. For us old heads, old school, Whitney and Bobby? Or Krishan Rock and Blueface? Which
going Whitney and
relationship top you
Bobby.
taking?
I'm going Whitney and Bobby.
She said that without hesitation. I love it.
Only because I feel like they were both. I don't like. We don't like. Did ever? There was never any stories about him beating her up or she doing something to him. Like
Yes, there was.
there was.
Yes, there was.
Where
Yes.
were they?
Yes.
I don't remember those stories.
There were reports, and I have to say allegedly. It's one of the few times you ever hear me on my own podcast say allegedly. Yes, there were reports that he allegedly had hit her on a few separate occasions. Yes, there were. I remember this. Yeah.
I only just say Whitney and Bobby because they was having fun. Their life just seemed like. I mean, yeah, they was high all the time, but you know, they was young.
I is understandable.
They was
Maybe
having fun.
Here's the question with Whitney and Bobby though. Which of the two it was actually the toxic one, and which one was not?
That's what I'm saying. Like, which one? Yeah, that's why I chose
questionable.
them because
That's
you know?
questionable. I think I'm leaning toward Whitney, but that's questionable.
Yeah, I'll be Whitney in the situation. Let me be Whitney.
So
Yeah,
you want to
that's
have
my
a baptism
answer.
death? Is what you're saying?
Nah, I
You
ain't
said you
say all
wanna be
that.
Whitney.
Why
You
you
wanna
trying
have
to kill me off? What?
I ain't trying
I'm
to kill you
Whitney
off,
if
but
she
you
was
said- you
still
said you
living in
want-
2024. We cleaned
That
up.
ain't
We
what she
good now.
said. No, she don't
Hey,
get cleaned
hey.
up. That's part of the toxicity of it. And
Okay, who are the people? Definitely not Krishan Rock.
And
Oh,
Blueface,
yeah.
absolutely
No,
not.
definitely not them.
Absolutely.
You said
not.
Kim and Kanye,
Kim
and
and
who was the
Kanye.
first one?
Will and Jada.
Will and Jada.
Yeah, I'm on board with the Will and Jada. As much as I don't want to hear not another thing about their relationship, I need them to keep all of their business private. I need any time that
Yeah.
they mention their relationship that they get fined $1 million. I need that to happen. But if I'm going to have either one of them, it'd be them. Cause like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Hey.
because I read Will's book. I love his book. Actually, I read it quite a few times, but I don't know if I would want to be. You said you had to be the person who wasn't the toxic one, so you would be Jada.
You would be Will, because Jada was as we know it. Jada was the most toxic in that relationship. So you're Will. You're the one dealing
with
with
the
Jada.
toxic person.
Yeah, you got to deal with the toxic person. You got to.
Nah,
be,
yeah, I
you
read
got
his
to
book
deal
and
with
I
Jada.
would be damned. Nope. No, I'll stick with Bobby and Whitney because we don't really know who was toxic, so I could
Right,
be either
yeah.
one.
That is true.
What about you, Eric?
That is true. I want to say Kim and
Kanye.
Kanye. Yeah, I want to say Kim and Kanye. And I think both of them are toxic, but obviously Kanye is probably the most toxic because he says some outlandish, off the wall stuff. You like, what in the world is going on?
Right.
But out of them, I think I could deal with him the most, just because I know how he is or what he's gonna say almost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you can deal with the police being called because you're having a birthday party that on your property that he's not allowed to be at, and he goes on social media and says you've kidnapped his children, even though you're at your house having a birthday party.
That's
You can deal with
doable
that?
though.
yeah, I mean,
You can deal with your
well, yeah,
dating
because
someone
well,
else
here's the
and
thing.
him
Well, here's
going
the
on social media and screaming, "Somebody help! My wife is getting pounded by a 9-inch peen." That's because that's what happened when she was with
He
Pete
did
Davidson.
that?
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know he
I
did
mean,
that.
at least
Yeah,
she
he
was
called the
getting
Breakfast
good
Club and said
peen.
it.
She
I
was
didn't-
getting
No,
good peen. I mean, he knew
but
it. He was
but
just letting the world know.
But he didn't want that. You can
But
also
she's
deal
Kim
with
Kardashian.
him-
We've seen her get peen on TV before,
You-
like
Right,
on
that's
the
true.
We've
internet.
all seen her get
but-
peed.
but
Like,
not-
it's not like a,
That's
but
true.
not 9-inch Pete Davidson peen. 9-inch crackhead Pete Davidson peens.
but how do we know what it even looks like? Nobody knows. Kanye just be
I'm
talking.
just telling
Right.
you what.
And how he know it's 9?
I don't
That's
know.
a very
All of-
specific number.
Exactly.
Did
He
you
called it
see?
to the-
Did you stalk him to find his peen?
He
No.
called it to the
it's
Breakfast
too
Club and
much.
said, "I ain't got nothing to do with that." I'm just saying this is what he said. You can deal with you're trying to
I mean,
you're trying to have a normal life with your children and him deciding to move across the street from you.
What you mean
So you can
normal?
watch
How,
it
you
every-
can't have a normal life with a bunch
Normal-
of cameras in your
They
normal-
didn't
face.
have a normal life together.
Normal-
They ain't had no
Nobody.
normal
Not
life.
normal.
Normal
Ain't
for
nothing normal
them.
about them.
Normal for them.
Even
trying
that,
to have a
even
normal
that
for
was
you
not
life,
abnormal for her.
and her ex-husband moving across the street.
That was not abnormal for
What
her.
ex-husband moved
Yeah,
across the street from
exactly.
her after she
Yeah,
broke up?
but no, that's still not abnormal for her. I don't know what her level of abnormal is.
I mean, she's been
Right.
married what, like 4 times?
Yeah,
Like
she
right.
she don't
she
care.
go through them like
I-
Skittles.
You feel me? She
Right.
pop them.
I
She pops them like Skittles.
still- I still couldn't be Kim
Like,
Kardashian. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
well, who would you choose,
I-
Jesse?
Oh, it's easily Will and Jada. I'll be Will all day long, because if Unbothered was a person, it's Will Smith.
Oh, he's
He don't
bothered.
care about you.
He's bothered. He's definitely
He's
bothered.
very
He's not
bothered.
public. He's not publicly bothered. This dude.
Have
is
you read
out-
that book?
No, but I've heard him talk.
That
about
woman
it.
made that man so crazy that he left. He just got up and just left and went to Jamaica by himself and was on the island looking crazy, trying to figure out where to go because he was so distraught about this woman.
So you mean a regular relationship? Because a lot of
No.
people get so bothered they want to pack up. They just want to pack up and go and do.
I mean,
I've made
You
her
just
crazy
don't
that she wanna
you
pack
just
up and
driving
go
down
and
the street and be like, you know what? I don't even want to go home to her. Let me book a flight right now to Jamaica and leave.
You mean,
mean,
That
if
is
we-
not
you
You
normal.
mean the subject of you mean the subject of almost every married comics a bit, how they sit in the driveway and for an hour and a half to prepare themselves to
That's
get in the house,
not the
or they
same
just-
as
or they-
deciding
or
I'm
they
not
get- or
coming
they-
home. I'm booking a flight and I'm going to Jamaica.
No, but
So you could
it
deal with
is
me
when you have that
telling
kind of money.
Could so you could deal with me on TV telling you that I had an entanglement with the boy who stayed in our house?
Am I still rich?
Really?
We can say that about all of them then.
If
We can say that about all of them.
because Kim is tremendously bothered by Kanye. The
He's
closest,
bothered
the
some.
closest to the closest to unbothered as Will and Jada is Whitney and Bobby. They weren't bothered by each other. It was okay, y'all. We hate each other.
So
Sometimes
how
we
you-
love each other. We fight. We whatever. But we gonna snort this cocaine.
How you
and then
get
we gonna
on-
have some fun.
How you
That
get
was-
on
that
national
was-
television, slap Chris, and y'all wasn't even
Mhm.
together?
And
That's
wait,
how messed
I
up in the
slapped-
head
wait,
he is.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I slapped Chris.
She had
I
this
get-
man doing
I get the
ayahuasca. I don't
highest
know how many times.
Right.
I
Right.
slap Chris. I get the highest award in my field. I'm still rich, and I'm making a comeback, making more money for a movie that was already set to come out anyway. He's on the set of Bad Boys 4 right now, making more money than it was set to make beforehand. And the intrigue of this movie is going to be even greater. I'm a best-selling author. I have kids who are crazy talented, so in their own right, so I can make money off of them and be Joe Jackson if I want to. Will Smith is unbothered. Like, he's bothered, but he's unbothered. The brother is, I promise you, I will take Will Smith 1,000,000 times over. The closest I was going to take was going to be Whitney and Bobby, but I didn't know if I was going to have to sing in the bathtub for my final act, or if I was going to have to be Bobby Brown and be super fat and then try to
Well,
be skinny
she
and
had
dance.
a hell of a ride, is all I'm
So,
saying.
Those two were my neck and neck, but it wound up landing on Will and Jada because Will is still alive and still popping. Bobby is not popping, and Whitney is
He
no
is
longer
popping.
with us.
He
so-
on tour right now. He
Bobby
a
is-
little,
no,
he a little
he
sluggish,
is
but he
on-
out there.
He a little slow.
I take. He doing it.
Listen,
He's doing
Uncle
it.
Uncle TD Jakes Jr. is not doing it like he
Oh.
wanted to be doing it. Okay,
It is.
So,
He's still breathing though. You can only do drugs. You do drugs so much that your body can only do so much.
Hey, Will Smith has done drugs.
Can
and
only
still-
breathe
and
out of
still
one
looks like
nostril.
Will Smith. Will Smith has done drugs and still looks like Will Smith. I will take Will Smith
Willard
all day, every
Smith.
day, and twice on
And we're
Sunday.
gonna.
I promise
And your
you.
government name is gonna be Willard. Okay.
Hey, I'll take Willard. If you paying me Will Smith money, I will take Willard. Call me. I won't even go by Will Smith. I will go by Willard Smith. As long as I'm making Will Smith money, he is unbothered. I promise you, that boy is unbothered. The way, not in the manner we think he's bothered, but I know I could not be Kim and Kanye, and I doggone sure could not be Krishan Rock and Blueface. That is a level of toxicity.
That's
I
a
have
level
never
of toxic
seen in my
nobody.
life. My God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. So, moving on. Here goes the next one. So, this one's not relationship based, but I have to preface it with a question because I got to see if I can actually ask this question first or not. Because I want to gauge your youngness because you may have seen it but not really remembered, or may not have seen it at all. Were you fans of the show Living Single?
We are living. Yes. Single. I was watching that yesterday. Okay.
What about you,
Yeah.
Eric? You a fan
I,
of
I've
this?
I've 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 watched it, but it's been so long. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't be able to answer any question about it. But
You might. So I'm gonna take it. We're gonna see. I will allow if you don't have an answer because you don't remember it. I will allow you to opt out. It's one of the few times in real top banter history that an opt out is allowed. On the show Living Single, who was the best character?
The best character?
Overton Wakefield Jones, Khadijah James, Regine, Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, or Carl Barker?
I liked all of them. I don't have a favorite to pick.
You got to pick one.
I can't. I
That's
can't.
part of the that's part of the beauty of the banter. You got to take one.
Regine was the
Back
light
to
skinned
the
one, right? She was a light skin. Yeah, I'll go with
Regine
Regine.
was Tootie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go with Regine.
If I'm-
Regine? Okay.
I might go. I'll pick Regine just because she was fly. She ain't never
Yeah.
stepped out. Her hair was in place, clothes on, like she was fly.
She's the one I remember the most. That's why I'm going with her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was fly.
Okay.
Oh, for me, it's Regine all day. You know that she is me and I am her.
Period.
Look, I got to look for those who may have at some point in your mind thought that any of this was my hair. I have a whole wig closet. Like I have
I know that's
so
right.
many wigs. I got wigs for every outfit. You think
She
this
got
is a
so many
game?
wigs. She be giving them away.
There's nothing to
She
be played
giving
with.
wigs
I know
away.
that's
She
right.
be giving
Right.
wigs away like Oprah Winfrey. You get a wig and you get a wig and you get a wig. Everybody gets a wig.
Everybody gets
Yeah.
a wig. I got wigs and shoes for days. Of course, it's Regine. And then I'm like, ooh, and how much money? Let me see your bank account. Like at one point, that was me. I'm like, and so what is dinner gonna cost? I know I frown upon it now because some of these chicks be excessive. Like the $30 for lunch chick, she's excessive. But I'm most definitely. Are you a banker? Are you a lawyer? Are you a doctor?
Yeah.
But of course I'm going out with you.
And be a lonely Spencer by the end of the show. Okay. So, for me,
It's a joyride though.
it was a toss up between my namesake and the person that I'm picking. I love OBJ. I love Overton, but he was stupid, and I cannot have a lack of intellect. And he was from Cleveland, Ohio, and being a person who was originally born in the Pittsburgh area, I am born and bred to hate everything Ohio. So by that alone, I am not allowed to pick Overton. So I had to go with.
Wait,
the-
is Elysiana, aren't you from Ohio?
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
I just
We
let
all-
Jesse
we all
talk
had
his
to.
trash.
We all have six Ohio.
Yeah, just let him
We all
talk.
have- we all-
My mama
we all
from
met in
Cleveland.
Harbor, Columbus, Ohio. We met in Harbor, Columbus. It's okay. I hate Ohio, but I lived there for 8 years. I'm sorry, I lived there longer than 8 years.
Yeah.
Just horrible place, horrible place, horrible place, horrible.
It's not
You ain't
horrible.
gotta. You ain't gotta go that far now. You ain't gotta go that
Right.
far.
Just
Like,
because
it
we all
ain't-
decided
it
to
ain't
pack
that
up and leave.
bad. The right.
Wait, that's exactly why y'all two cannot say it's not horrible because ain't neither one of y'all there.
Well,
Dave Chappelle
in my
like Ohio.
defense, yeah, he love Ohio. In my
No,
defense,
Dave-
though, I
Dave
left
Cha-
in the
Dave
middle of a
Chappelle
snow. I
loves-
couldn't do the snow anymore. I could
Which
not
means you hate
do it
Ohio.
anymore.
Doesn't matter.
And I
Doesn't
still
matter
go
why you-
back.
you
I
hate
just-
Ohio. Yeah,
I won't live there
We all
again,
go. We
but-
all yeah. You
I
go
don't
back
mind
'cause you got
visiting.
family there.
I
You
treat
got
it-
family there. She got family there.
Yeah,
That's why we
I'll
go
visit
back.
in-
But we hate Ohio.
in the summer.
And Dave Chappelle does not like Ohio. Dave Chappelle likes the seclusion of Ohio, which is why he stays in a place in Ohio that most people don't know and can rarely even get to. Dave Chappelle likes to be secluded and away from people.
Not really.
And
He used to be
Ohio
at
is one
Easton
of those
all the
places.
time, though. You know how many times I done met Dave Chappelle at Easton?
You know why he goes to Easton?
Because he
got a
likes
shop.
people.
No, he got a shop. He
Mhm.
chooses to stay away from folks. He way out there, and he chooses to stay away from folks unless they are the people he wants to be around. He chooses to stay away from folks. But my choice is the one and only Carl Barker. I had to go with Kyle. I could not go with Overton because he's from Cleveland. I almost was gonna go with Khadijah because I respect her hustle, and she was the end all be all brute force. Like everybody's coming to her for all the advice and all the things. But I hate that life sometimes. So let's go ahead and be shallow, Carl Barker, be successful, have a decent voice, have some swag. And I also liked his attire. The brother could dress a little bit.
He
I
could.
I
Yeah.
liked him. I hated the
Well,
pink lock he
Maxine
had in his
dressed
head,
too though. That Maxine was
Yeah.
she was fly too.
She wasn't fly like Regine. If you
I
going on
mean,
flying,
she
Regine
wasn't, but she
way
was
more
still fly. She was still fly.
Mhm.
If we
But
talking about fly, we could talk
did-
about Pam
did-
off of Martin. She was
Oh,
fly.
that's true.
I
Yeah,
did
that is
love-
Yeah.
true.
She
I
was
did love
fly.
Maxine.
Pam was,
Speedy.
yeah.
Pam
Mhm.
and Maxine are both underrated beautiful. Like their chocolateness is just underrated. And I felt like in Martin, that Pam should have been Gina, and Gina Tisha Campbell should not have been on the show. But that's just me. Yeah, I could have done without her. I
Dang.
wasn't. First of all, that seven head just always threw me, and I couldn't stand it. I hated it. And I hate red lipstick like that. And she like put paint rolls of red lipstick on all the time. And against her
That was the
pale
look
yellow
back
skin.
then.
And I hated it then. And against her pale yellow skin with them bangs, I hated every minute of it.
She needed
But she
Give
she
me Beat
she
Bead
was a
all
good
day
she was a
long.
good balance to the show. You needed her character.
Yeah,
to
like
balance.
you needed
No,
her.
no,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
didn't need her. You didn't need her at all. We could have done that show without her. It still would have been a cult
No.
classic.
Mm-mm.
No,
we did not
nah,
need Gina.
because you don't
We
get
did-
those moments when her and Martin are dancing in the living room, or you don't get those
You don't
moments when they're in the
think BDB
bedroom
was gonna
talking
dance
crazy.
in the living
No,
room?
she-
Nah, not like
you don't
not like
think
that.
BDB
It wouldn't have
would've
been the
been dancing.
same.
No, it
been
wouldn't have.
better
No.
because the repartee between the two of them, Martin and Pam, would have been
No,
outstanding.
they would have ended up on the
No.
toxic relationship
Mm-mm.
list.
Yeah.
Listen, Martin and Gina were toxic. What you mean? They already were. They should be on the toxic relationship list. Gina, Gina, will you marry me? Are you happy now? That's not toxic, really? Come on now.
I mean, but you still need it. You still need it.
Yeah, you needed her
didn't-
balance.
I didn't
She
need-
balanced it.
I
Yeah.
didn't need the high yellow throw my screen out of balance. I didn't need that. Give me
They were the
beautiful
her-
Tashina Arnold. Do me beautiful Tashina Arnold all day long. Pamela is wonderful. She had the violence to match Martin. She had the mouth to match Martin. She had the fist to knock Martin
But they were
out.
too
She was a
similar.
rider.
Yeah, that's right. That's why
Listen,
Gina balanced them out because
Right.
their
You
characters are.
because
yeah.
even she was
No,
the
no,
opposite to
no.
to Gina.
Y'all
as
needed
best
the balance.
friends. You
Y'all
need the
needed
balance.
the balance.
You need the
Y'all
balance
needed the balance. I didn't need
Yeah.
that balance. Y'all needed that.
because you
I
have to
didn't need
have
five-headed. I didn't need
you have to
five-headed
have
show.
you have to have one sane person. You can't have all crazy people.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
Because
So-
everybody
so
on the
are you
show
sa-
was
are you
crazy.
sa- are
You
you
got
saying
Tommy
Tommy wasn't
who's
saying?
lying all the. Where he work
Tommy
at?
was like-
Tell
he
me
was
where
a
he work
liar.
at.
Hey,
Where
being
he
a
work?
liar
I know.
doesn't mean
That is
being a
Legion.
liar does not mean you're
His
not
name is
safe.
Legion. His name is Legion
right.
the
His name is Legion.
first. Legion the first. That's who that was.
Being a liar does not mean you're not sane. It just means you're a liar. And he always had dough, so it wasn't like he was never broke. He was a drug dealer. That was his job. Okay.
You
He
don't-
had
we
fly
don't know
suits. He
that.
We
dressed
don't
all.
know that. Yeah.
We dressed well and had a bunch of money. Nobody knew where he worked. It was always doing something. The brother was a
How
drug
we know
dealer.
he wasn't from Atlanta? He was a scammer.
Because they be scamming.
Okay, cool. He could be a scammer. All I know is he had money.
He looked like he got all this money. Women with money get with him. They give up the money. He could be a scammer.
and
And
he
then-
was sane. And he was sane while doing it.
And then
I
too, you look
did
at
not need Gina.
Shanae too. You mix a whole bunch of crazy people. You needed Gina.
Yeah, you needed
Listen,
Gina.
You needed Gina.
Y'all didn't grow up.
You
where
came
I
from a
grew up.
well-to-do
Everywhere
background.
around, everywhere
Good,
around
you
where I
know,
grew up was
yeah.
just crazy people. Everywhere around where I grew up was crazy people. So I'm used to seeing 7, 8
You
crazy
need
people with no
balance.
sane person there. And Gina wasn't sane. Gina was incompetent and crazy. Okay? No, she
wasn't.
was
No,
not
she
sane.
wasn't.
She was incompetent.
She was not
She was
incompetent.
absolutely incompetent. Okay, go back
I
and
do
watch the
not
show. You see.
agree.
Tisha Campbell, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Everybody loves you, but me. Your character was incompetent. You were not needed on the show. I mean, I'm glad you got your money and everything, but you weren't needed on the show. Bye, Gina. Bye, Gina. Bye. I don't need her.
I mean, she
Didn't
wasn't.
want her.
I mean, to your defense, she wasn't funny. Like she didn't make the show funnier, but she added to
She-
it
yeah.
by having a sense
She
of
added
balance.
nothing to the show.
She was the straight man.
She added
Mm-hmm.
nothing to the show. Nothing. She added absolutely nothing to the point where there had been polls and there had been things that have been said that the people are saying that Martin should have ended up with Pam. Everybody knows should have ended up with Pam. As a matter
But
of
if he
fact,
would have ended up with Pam, the show would have never been the same. It wouldn't even
Right.
have been
It wouldn't
You're
have.
right.
the same.
You're
If-
right. It would
hold
have been
on.
the same. It'd have been better.
No, without Gina, that show would have been a hot ghetto mess.
Cut it out.
It would
A
have
hot
been.
ghetto
It
mess.
wouldn't have been as
So
marketable.
wait. So a
It-
hot ghetto mess.
Look
had-
at Martin and then look at his best
2024?
friends.
For
Yeah.
back then.
And
they knew
Shanae.
The
about-
ni- the
And
nineties
Shanae
were
Shanae across the
ghetto?
hall. You got
Hot
your little
ghetto
snot
mess.
nosed boy
About to
walking
say
up
the
to the
90s
door
weren't
every other
ghetto?
day. It's too much.
It
That
would've
was
been
the
too
90s.
much. It
All of the
wasn't.
90s was that.
No.
The 90s
No.
wasn't ghetto
'Cause
and
we
crazy
had,
out of
it's
hand
a
like that.
different world. We still had balance.
A different
You need
world,
balance.
a different world, and a different world.
Family
was a spin-
matters.
No,
It
a
would have
different
no. It
world
would have been
was
no.
a
It would have
spin-off.
been.
Friends,
It
all
would
of
have
that.
been.
World was a spinoff
Right.
from an 80s show called The Cosby Show. Family Matters was a spinoff from an 80s show called Perfect Strangers. Y'all stop acting like these spinoffs count in the 90s shows.
They do.
Matter of fact,
They do.
Family Matters got hijacked by a toxic kid. It wasn't even supposed to be about him. The show was supposed to be about Harriet.
Because check this out, Jesse. Look, without Gina, you just would have people would have been like, oh, we heard another black ghetto mess with everybody
Mhm.
They
ghetto,
was from
don't know what's
they
going
was
on.
from the-
That's
they
why
was
They
Gina
from-
wouldn't have
brought
made the
in.
money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gina brought
They
in
were
that
from-
other
they were
audience.
They were from
Yep.
Detroit. They didn't bring in another audience. People who love that show are hot.
They
ghetto
brought
messes
in the
like you said.
colonizers too.
They were-
Because of Gina, they brought in the colonizers.
No,
Never a
the
hot
colonizers
ghetto
loved the show because of Martin as a Martin brought colonizers in because the colonizers
That was
loved him
Gina.
from Def Comedy Jam. They
Gina
loved
definitely
Martin
is
from Def
needed.
Comedy
You
Jam.
can't do Martin
Gina's
without
not
Gina.
needed. There's
Yeah.
nothing that Gina brings.
You
T-shirt,
can't.
I'm
You don't
not
get
talking
that.
about you,
You don't
actress,
get that
sweetheart,
bit.
but-
You don't get the bit when Martin's talking about his mama biscuits without Gina. You gotta
Yes, you
have.
do.
You gotta have
Yes, you
Gina
do.
not being able to cook properly for him to be able
I
to
don't
taste
think
them
Pam
biscuits.
can cook.
You know they was his
Right.
mamas. That's all
No,
I'm
Right.
saying.
Pam
cook.
can't cook. Pam just look good. Pam can't
No,
cook.
Pam cooked and Pam.
No,
cooked
Pam
good.
cooks because Tommy was over there eating good now.
Yeah.
Tommy ain't
That's all.
good. We don't know. Listen, wait. Tommy was sitting there living like some of these dudes are living with these females who post these horrible food pics. I'm eating them because I'm banging you. I'm not eating it because it's good. I am sneaking over to my mama's house every chance I get to get a
No,
decent meal.
But for Martin's lowest ratings while that show was on was that time period when
When
actually
Gina was
the
gone.
alleged
And
sexual
it had
harassment
nothing to do
sexual
with Gina
assault
being.
happened.
Oh,
It
that's
had
right.
nothing
Right.
to do. It had
That's
nothing to
right.
do with
They
Gina.
had
forgot
low
about that.
ratings. It was because
It had
she
no.
was
It had
gone.
nothing to
Yeah,
do with being
I forgot about
Gina
that.
being gone.
Mhm.
It had everything to do with there were sexual harassment allegations against Martin.
We didn't
Yeah.
But
hear
nobody
about
knew
that
that
back
till
then.
later, though. We didn't.
Right.
You
It
didn't
was
hear
back
about
till
sexual
years.
allegation
I knew it
charges
then.
until
I didn't
years
know-
later.
I had no
Well,
clue.
y'all lived under a rock. I knew it.
I used
Yeah,
to
I
watch
had
Martin on
no clue.
HBO with my
Everybody
mama
around me.
all the time, and we never. First of all, you didn't hear about it
Everybody
because there wasn't
wasn't
like
a
people
thing.
talking about
Not,
it.
wait,
Yeah.
no. Not only did I hear about it then, but I also heard about the fact that there was issues between Martin and Dwayne over Gina. I'd heard about all of that. This was
Oh,
this
yeah,
was
I didn't
not
hear about
stuff-
none of
your
that
time.
until-
We had
Oh,
none of
yeah, I
that.
didn't
Now,
hear
this was not stuff that was not public knowledge. And y'all as children, since you're saying that I was old, y'all as children weren't the target audiences. People who were 18 and up were the target.
I was a
18,
part of the
25.
target audience, and
Well,
I heard
then you
none of that
became. Well,
stuff.
then, sweetheart, I love you. That just meant you was oblivious, sweetie. It's okay to be oblivious sometimes.
Jesse, this is
I'm
this
oblivious
is
sometimes, too.
this is
It's
3
okay.
against 1
Yes.
here. This is
But
3
this
against
like,
1 here.
like Jesse trying to gaslight us into
Yeah.
believing.
Right.
There was a whole
Gaslight
there
us
was
into
a
it.
whole
Gaslight
nation
me?
there was a whole nation against Jesus, and Jesus was still right. So I'm not worried about being an outlier. I am called to be peculiar. My Bible teaches me that I am a chosen generation of peculiar people. So I am cool, stand out on my own. I told you, I'm that dude who stands out on. I stand 10 toes down on my preferences. I
Okay,
stand 10 toes
KFC.
down on this.
Right.
Okay, KFC.
Okay.
Gina, and I
Okay,
will take-
KFC.
and I would
Right.
still say KFC is better. I promise you, Gina brought nothing to the show. Most of the moments that we remember about Gina have everything to do with Martin setting them up. We remember stuff
we
about
know.
Pam because
That's what we're
Pam
saying.
was good on her own. I don't need a woman who has to have Martin. I need someone who can stand on her own, stand toe to toe. She kowtowed to him too much. She endured his toxicity too much. She punked up to him too much. Pam would have put that in place. As a matter of fact, one of my biggest problems with the show Martin as a whole is there was no arc for Martin as a character. There was no real arc from him. He started off toxic and he stayed toxic, the same level of toxic through the entire show.
But see,
Because
if
there was nobody to buff him and make him better. Pam would have made him better.
Without
You
Gina
gotta
though,
have an arc.
Pam, I mean, Pam and Martin would just been going back and forth the whole time, and people would have got tired
Right.
of that. That's why
Pam
Gina.
would've made
Yeah.
Pam would have made him better. because she got better and she would have made
So
him
then
better.
what? You
No.
wanted
She
Gina
made
to
Tom-
be the best
she made
friend
Tommy better.
because you
I didn't
because
want
like
Gina
you
there
just
at
said
all.
you said that Gina was like she
No.
kind of let Martin be
I didn't
toxic,
want
but you had
Gina
Pam
at
to step
all.
in and she said what she needed to say to both of them. So I don't feel
I
like
didn't want
it
Gina
wouldn't have
there
been.
at all.
Yeah.
Well, then you wouldn't have had
Gina
no
could have
show.
not been on the show.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had a show.
Wouldn't
Nah, it wouldn't have
the
been
show
fun.
wouldn't
It
have
wouldn't
worked.
work.
left. We could have left Gina off. It does work.
It doesn't
This
work.
is why
works like
Jesse
that.
don't got no show
The
because
formula-
you
No,
are not
I
a
ain't
good
got no show.
showrunner, my friend.
I ain't got no show because I ain't got the patience to write a show nor money to hire quality actors. Martin would have worked without Gina. It
didn't
just
work.
Nah.
The numbers,
would have.
the numbers don't lie. The show
numbers
didn't
I
work without
disagree.
her.
The
I
numbers are only
disagree.
those numbers because Martin was accused of sexual harassment.
No,
It was
we
public
did not-
But we
Hollywood
didn't hear about that
But we
until the
didn't care.
2000s.
Right.
No,
we didn't
y'all
hear
didn't
about
hear
it till the
till
2000s.
It was public knowledge out there. It was way public knowledge out there. It was also public knowledge that the only reason that Gina wasn't off the show as a whole was because she still had a contract. So when she posed the issue to the network execs, they said, "Well, we can't let you out your contract, but what we will do to appease it is we will make it so the two of you never have an actual scene together." That's the whole reason that she moved to the other city, the other state, and all their scenes became split screen is because of that allegation. That was public knowledge. Way public knowledge. The only reason it began to come around again in the mid 2000s is because Tisha Campbell started popping up again because she, after Martin went off the air, she went off the face of the earth. I don't really, other than she came and did My Wife and Kids, but she wasn't. I don't know why it wasn't really sparked in people's minds that this is Gina. But it just wasn't. But after My Wife and Kids went off,
What?
she got a resurgence trying to do some stuff, and then all of a sudden it became, oh, wait a second, you were Gina. What happened? And then she started telling the story again, but she started telling the story again after they had also reconciled.
What was the original question? We went so long, I forgot
I
what
know,
the
like,
original
what's the
question was.
The original question was dealing with which relationship would you choose, and then we got back on the toxic relationships because y'all mentioned Martin and Gina, and I said no. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was the best characters, and I was.
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about how
Regine.
Ma-
She
how
Oh,
was
Maxine
that's right,
was
Regine,
fly,
yeah. Live in
and
Color,
she
in
was
Living Color,
beautiful,
yeah.
and y'all
Yeah, in
said
Living Color.
Regine, and then Aliciante said not only was Maxine fly, but she brought up Pam and said Pam was also fly, and I said Pam should have been Martin's girl and not Gina.
So
because
you the one
Gina
changed the
as a
topic.
character
Look at
sucked.
you.
He did.
I didn't say
Look
I
at
didn't.
you.
I'm always
Look at you.
Listen, the more
Wait a
you pay
minute.
attention to the Real Talk
Wait a
podcast,
minute.
you'll know I change subjects all the time.
How was Martin? They didn't like each other.
Yeah.
They hated each other. So how would they be a couple?
You could wait. It's not like Martin and Gina really liked each other at the start. That's just writing. You can call, and they were frenemies more than anything else. They always had each other's back. They actually always cared for each other. Martin was there for her when she got messed up and hurt a couple times, as was Pam with Martin. The only time that Pam was really against Martin, like hardcore against him, was when he was messing over Gina because Gina was her ride or die girl. And I'm not gonna let you, as a dude who I'm cool with, mess over my for real ride or die. Martin and Pam had a love-hate relationship, and it wasn't even really hate. It just seemed as hate to people who don't understand the culture. They were snapping on each other because that's what they do. That's how they interacted because there's a lot of people in the 90s who loved to snap on each other who were good friends. It's what they did. Martin and Pam were the epitome of that. It's not that they didn't like each other. They would have been a wonderful couple. As a matter of fact, they did an episode just like it where Martin kept having dreams about the two of them being together. And Pam at the end of the episode had the exact same kind of dream that they were intimate and were together, which is what sparked people saying, wait a second, them two should be together because it's a classic episode. Don't play with me with my Martin knowledge, bro. I'm not even the greatest Martin fan, but I know my Martin knowledge. But speaking of Martin, since he's on there, let's go ahead and deal with Martin. And here's a choose one. You got to pick one or the other. Which is the better show, Martin or the Jamie Foxx show? We're not talking funnier, just for the record. We're not talking which show is funnier, just which show is better.
I don't know because when you binge watch these older shows, you get into like a show you really enjoy. You just didn't binge watch, and I binge watched both of them, so I don't know.
I'll make it even harder, or it might actually make it easier. When I say which one is better, we're gonna cancel the other show for the rest of the time. It was never
Oh.
like it never existed.
Oh, you can cancel Jamie
Martin.
Foxx over Martin.
Yeah, I was about to say Martin. We're gonna take Martin.
Yeah.
We got to cancel
Yeah.
Jamie. Sorry,
You gotta
Jamie.
cancel Jamie.
Yeah,
You
It's
gotta
a great
cancel
show,
Jamie.
but we gotta cancel
Yeah.
you.
That's hilarious. I
yeah.
love how it went from hard to bye Jamie, get out of here.
Yeah,
Like, bye,
cancel
Jamie.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really only did that to pull y'all on my side because I feel like Martin was a better show than Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie. I love Jamie. I love the
That's,
Jamie
it was a
Foxx
good show though. I like the Jamie
think
Foxx show.
the Jamie Foxx show is, hear me out, is overrated. And by overrated, I'm not saying it's not a good show. I mean that I feel like people rate it way higher than what it actually was. The Jamie Foxx show to me was a show for Jamie to show off his talent so Hollywood would actually accept him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole reason it only
I could
went
agree with
100
that.
episodes.
But it was
He
still
didn't
it was
want to
still
go-
a
he
good
didn't want to
show
do
though.
episodes.
I think a tougher question would be Family Matters versus Martin.
No, that's not tough. That's not tough at all. Martin. I'll take Martin
No.
over Family Matters as a better show. I'll take Martin over Family Matters as to which show I'm getting rid of. Get rid of and cancel Steve Urkel. No, you will never.
What
First
about
of all, the
Martin
Windsor-
over
first of all, the
Fresh
Windsors
Prince?
are
What
not a
about
good-
those
first
two?
of all,
Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough
I'm
one.
gonna come to that in a second. I'm gonna come to that in a second because that was a banter we had before. First of all, but let's go back to this Winslow thing. First of all, the Winslows were not good parents. They were horrible trash parents. They had a daughter that walked upstairs and never returned, and nobody said nothing, and we never acknowledged her again. They were horrible role models because they let somebody drop their child off and never be seen again. Ricky was not their child. Ricky was Aunt Rachel's child, who eventually left and never came back. But little Ricky stays here. No, take your trash kid with you. Thirdly, they allowed their daughter to be sexually harassed and manipulated, and it was still okay. Lastly, you are a cop and you don't know how to lock your doggone doors. I wish Steve Urkel would walk in my house and I'm a cop. I would have shot him in the face. Howdy, how pow! You don't walk in my house. In Chicago too? Are you crazy? No, you got to get shot.
That definitely
Bump
shouldn't
that.
have been a
So no,
thing.
you can cancel.
Yeah.
There's nothing that was great about that show in terms of memorability compared to these other GOAT shows. It was a good show, but when we compare it to these other GOAT black shows, we can go ahead and get rid of it. It's at the one of the lowest aspects of my totem pole. Forget the Winslows. Now, you said Martin versus the Fresh Prince. That's hard.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with the Fresh Prince.
I'm gonna go.
I
with
think
Fresh
I think so
Prince.
too. I think so too. I go with Fresh Prince. Yeah.
I can't lose. How come you don't want me no more, man?
That scene
I can't
alone.
lose.
But I like them both. Like I feel like the aesthetic of both those shows is completely different. Like it's two
It is.
different
Yeah.
like perspectives of life. So I love both of the shows, but I mean, I might have to go with Fresh Prince too, because I feel like if I'm just sitting at home binge watching, I'm gonna turn on the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Hillary. I'm gonna watch them all. I'm gonna watch Hillary husband die on national TV. All of
Yes.
the good stuff. That's like
Very splat. and their faces as they watch.
Oh.
like
And
dang.
Will's head going up and down like he bounced. I'll never forget
Yeah.
that. Love it.
No,
Like,
yeah, that
there
was
are so
Fresh Prince
many
was a good
more,
show.
People don't think of them as readily, but there's so many more quotables from the Fresh Prince than any than there are Martin. Like Martin has his quotables on the show, but there's so many more. The reels that I'm seeing that come back from the Fresh Prince, like, oh my God, that's quotable, and it's more than just why don't he walk me, man? When his daddy walked out. How about the final episode when Will is the only one who didn't have anything to do from the member of the family, and the conversation once again between Uncle Phil and Will about why didn't you say anything? Because I didn't want to disappoint y'all. Everybody got something going on. How about that? How about for just as many people, celebrities that came through
Everybody.
Martin, more came through the Fresh Prince.
And the Fresh Prince definitely tackled more issues like that we were facing in our
Absolutely.
real everyday
Yeah.
lives. Like it definitely
Yeah.
tackled that. Yeah. I'll go with the
Yeah,
Fresh Prince for sure.
Mm.
I even watched the rehabilitation, the new one. The new one.
Yeah.
You know, have y'all seen
Oh,
it?
I haven't
Bel-Air?
seen that one.
Oh, it's
Bel-Air is
actually
wonderful.
pretty good. Like
Oh,
it's a
really?
really good show.
Yeah.
I never
out.
would have pegged what's his name?
Coco. Oh,
Jeffrey?
yeah, I just talking about. Jesus, I can't think of his name.
Why
I know
is
exactly
his
what you're talking
brain? I can't. But yeah, like that the it's on Peacock. It's actually really good.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I gotta check it out.
It's really good.
So
It's
think
like
whatever
Fresh
you
Prince
think about the
2024.
right. Think of all the light version of the Fresh Prince and throw that out. Like they go deep into it.
Carlton. That's
Oh,
his
wow.
name.
Carlton,
Why can't I get
Carlton.
Carlton? Why can't I get it? I would never would have picked Carlton to be a drug user. But if you put him in this day and age, I can absolutely see him being a drug
Absolutely.
user.
There was no
Actually,
way.
Oh.
There's
The-
no way
the
he could
way-
do it without drugs.
The way he portrayed, the way it was portrayed in Bel Air on Peacock series, it makes sense for him to actually have been a drug user on the regular Fresh Prince. 'Cause
Yep.
It was the same kind of erraticness. Only one was comedic and one was dark. Like I can see
Yeah.
him being a drug,
Yeah.
which is why the episode of the actual Fresh Prince episode about Carlton using drugs, it hits different now. Seeing
Yeah,
Bel
yeah.
Air,
When
Carlton
he was
using drugs,
actually
oh,
doing
snap.
drugs.
It
Right.
makes sense.
Cause it makes sense too, cause all them rich kids, they parents, they not like even in Bel Air, like they're not active parents. Like your kids are doing things because you're paying for them to do it, but you're not really an active parent, so you don't really know what they're doing. And that's why he was in his bedroom in his closet snoring coke like that. Anyway,
All right, so I want to get
anyway.
One last.
I want to get actually I want to get two in because the other one I'm really interested in. But I want to get I want to toss out one for our friends from the Caucasus Mountains. I want to toss out one from them. Hey Nick, this one's for you, buddy. Salute.
Where is he at?
Not this
Which
one's
is
for
a
you.
better show?
He playing video games in the other room.
Which is a better show, Roseanne or Married with Children?
Married with Children.
Married with Children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Roseanne too though.
I
But they
know.
was tripping. They was doing something like they running away with boyfriends and all that stuff on Rose. Well, Married with
Yeah,
Children.
typical
The daughter.
them stuff. And
Dang, not typical them.
Kelly was doing everything with everybody up in her room while her parents were downstairs. Come on. now.
Yeah. And her mom and them were real. They didn't even care.
And the-
Peggy was.
And Bud was trying to do everything with everyone in front of their face. It was a
Yeah.
running joke.
Nah, I like them both.
Yeah, we know you like them both. They're great shows, but you got to pick one.
So here's the part where I get to be an outlier. Like I watch Roseanne, but I didn't really care for Roseanne. I really didn't.
Knowing you how I do, I can see that. That tracks.
Like it, especially like like that kind of stuff just seemed unrealistic to me.
Well, no, I liked I think I would choose Roseanne over Married with Children.
Mm.
Only because I feel like growing up, I saw like Roseanne's family. That's Hilltop
'Cause
West
you was
Side.
in 08. Oh, yep.
Yeah,
That's Hilltop West
You know
Side. So I
what? That
saw,
tracks.
So I think I would go with Roseanne only because like I saw like those scenarios in real time.
I don't think there was much of a difference between the Bundy family and the Connor family. I think they were the exact same family, just dealing and stating with it different. However, for me, only because of a recent reel that I saw of an old episode of Roseanne that I had forgotten about. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, crap, that's right. They were a lot better than what they oftentimes get credit for. I got to go with Roseanne. The scene where Roseanne and Dan are having a real heated, real life kind of argument. And I forget what was over. It was something about Dan's health, and he wasn't going to seek the help for it or whatever. And they get to arguing, and Dan knocks everything off of the shelf. And Roseanne is angry, makes an angry joke, but she's angry at it. And then he flips the table over and calls her a B, and she looks at him and says, "What?"
What episode was
And then
that?
he says,
Right.
he said, I
They could
wish
say that?
I had never, yeah.
Right.
And he said, I wish I had never. And she said, what? Say it. Because I feel the same way too. You may want to die, but I'm not about to sit here and watch you.
When they were in the bedroom.
No, they were in the living room. And she
Oh, no, I'm
said,
talking about different
I'll be at my
arguments then.
I'll be at my sister Jackie's house and slammed the door. And I was like, I forgot about that episode.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, it was powerful. It was just even the reel brought back like, oh, God,
Okay, now I'm gonna have to
they
watch
dealt
that
with
because I
some
do not
real
Yeah,
recall
because
stuff
that.
back
I don't
then.
remember that either. But my colonizer, he wouldn't have chose it. He would have chose Golden Girls. He loved
Oh my
Golden
God,
Girls.
Golden Girls.
He
Thank you.
couldn't,
But that was a good show.
he couldn't have
Right.
chosen Golden Girls because Golden Girls is not on the list. However, Golden Girls was absolutely phenomenal show.
Yeah,
It was.
Let's not
Golden
sleep
Girls.
on Golden Girls. I love
Yeah.
Golden Girls. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, Sophia is my spirit animal. I love
Such a
Sophia.
spirit animal.
Picture
Holy
it.
snap.
Sicily, 1922. This old lady said whatever she wanted when she wanted. I want to grow up and be just like her. I always want to be just. I want to grow up and be just like her. Say whatever I want and don't care how you feel about it. Wait a second, that's kind of me right now.
That's kind of you
Yeah.
right now.
I was about to say, like, I
Right.
think
And that's
you
why
are
she's my
there.
spirit animal.
Right.
That's why she my spirit. I want to love me some Sophia. Go. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Okay, I'm back,
He's-
'cause I got to get, and then I got to give her at least 2 rounds of the pick your poison. Okay, this one is less for me because I can only pick one because I really wasn't a fan of the other one. But I'm assuming maybe that the 3 of you might have been fans of both. Which is a better show? Girlfriends or Living Single?
Girlfriends.
I would say living single.
Living
I like
single.
girlfriends better.
Yeah, I like living single better.
I was never.
I think I just go with things that I can relate to. So girlfriends for sure. For me.
I was never a fan of Girlfriends, mostly because Tracy Ellis Ross. She's a phenomenal actress. I love her as a
Why?
person. Her personality is wonderful, and it's not even her fault, but it's her eye. I can't do it. I
He
can't look
didn't
at her
notice
eye.
it until Blackish.
Who didn't?
Her mom got the same eye.
Right.
And that's why I don't like her mama.
wow.
I'm consistent.
That is
I'm an eye
crazy. You
person.
don't like somebody because of their eye?
Yes,
That's
I'm an
crazy.
I'm an eye, lips, and smile person. If your eye is jacked up, your smile is jacked up, your lips are jacked up, I lose all interest in you.
Well, this is
And I
the
can't-
same
and
person.
I'm always gonna look you deep in your eyes when I talk to you, and I can't look you deep in your eyes, and one eye's looking this way, the other eye's looking that way. It's
That
not
is
her
not
fault.
nice. She can't help that.
I know. I said it's not her fault, but my preference is not to have to look at you, and I can't tell if you're looking
so
at me
your
or not.
discrimination on a dating profile now
Yes.
would be your eyes must face
Your
you
eyes.
the
Yeah,
same way.
your eyes is cockeyed. Don't talk to me. That's not nice. That's not nice.
First of all, if your eyes is cockeyed, don't talk to me because I don't know if you're talking to me or not because you look in 2 different directions. I mean,
That's messed up.
I ain't trying to make those kind of guessing games. I'm sorry. Tracy, you're a wonderful person. You have a sweet personality. It is not your fault. I love you as an actress. I
No,
just
but
think
for
you
real,
can-
you really don't like the show just because of her eye?
Yes.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Like you don't understand how much it took for me to like Blackish. Every time.
Well, I couldn't get
she
into
would sit next
Blackish
to
just
me.
because I feel like it was too like kind of corny, like cookie cutter corny to me. I didn't like
it
Blackish
was.
It was
because of
supposed
that.
to be. That was kind of the.
Yeah,
their,
I didn't like it. But I
their
definitely
option.
like
They were trying to
Girlfriends
make it-
because, you know,
Blackish, they were trying to make a comedic type of Cosby show. They wanted to bring back sitcom, so it was supposed to be that kind of cookie cutter crazy.
Jesse,
Yeah.
if you had a
I-
profile nowadays, your thing would be so long about what you don't like. People would be like,
yeah, he would be single forever.
like?
Nobody would
No.
even talk
Like?
to him.
So
He would be
Here-
doing what he
here's
did
the-
with
here's the-
Philanda and mess people like, oh, you messaged me first. And she'd be like, no, I
Here's the-
didn't.
here's the thing: if I was
That's exactly
first of
what would
all-
happen.
First of all, let me tell you, this is what I think of what you just said. So anyway, moving on.
Wow.
Don't let me mess with the person who got the power. Pimpin'.
Dang,
That's what I
okay, you're
do.
right, you're right. I hold my peace. I will forever hold my peace. We're gonna be good.
No.
Now, so like I said, but no, if I was single nowadays, I probably would unalive myself because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Hey,
It's not-
okay, next topic. It's
Listen,
getting dark.
no, listen,
That was deep.
listen,
What, you
I
ain't
am
got
dark.
$50 to send nobody for lunch?
No,
You ain't got
bump
$50?
that. No, first of all,
I'm
they-
sorry,
they-
she
they-
said
they
100.
upset-
She
they
said lunch
upset-
was
they upset-
$100.
I want to know
That's
what the
crazy. That's lunch, breakfast, dinner for
That's
today.
That's
and
grocery.
I almost
Right.
said some words like that. I almost said some, you almost made me say some words. It was some words that they didn't know I used to be hearing me say. What is you eating for $100 for lunch? I feel like Chris
Ruth
Rock
Chris?
when he was
That's what
talking
she
about.
Yeah.
No,
Talking about
no,
$100.
No,
I feel
'cause
because
us
we
two
ate
together
at Chris
ate at
Rock,
Ruth
It was
Chris.
just barely $100.
Right.
So no. I feel like Chris Rock when he said like when he was talking about OJ, he said, I don't think he should have killed her, but I understand. I can't. What is you eating
Terrible.
for $100 for lunch? That's $700 a week for lunch. Just lunch. Do you understand? That's $2,800 a month. That is some people's actual paychecks for a month for lunch. Are you out of your flipping mind? And you ain't even that cute. You ain't, and I bet you she's
That
fish in
is
bed. So now I can't even
She's
get the
fish.
yes. Just
that is a lot of money. I mean, but I mean, the
can't do
$100
it.
bill
No,
today. That's the $100 bill. That's like the new $20 bill today. So I
It
mean,
is
it ain't.
true.
It ain't for me. You
When
know
I
what?
walk
You know
outside,
what
if I'm walking outside this door to go outside, I know I'm at least spending at minimum maybe 200. Minimum.
Yes, but
It's
you
expensive
are,
to go
but
outside.
You are in L.A. If I
Expensive
go
to breathe.
outside, you know how much I'm spending if I go outside? $15. I can spend $15 and eat lunch and be fine.
I mean, you're talking about for lunch. Yeah. I mean, I can go to the taco
I can
stand.
spend
Tacos is
$15 for.
$2.
I can spend.
I only need
I
3.
can take a $30. I can take $30 for the day and be fine. Go outside at 7:00 in the morning, take $30, come back home at 7 p.m. that night, and I might have change left.
Well, yeah. I
And
mean,
you
it depends on
want
where you're
a
eating at.
that's
And
still
you
a lot.
want
I mean,
$100 from me for lunch, and I barely know you, and I don't even know how you smell yet. You get out my face. First of all, if you hit my phone and we dating and you without even saying hi, ask me to cash app you because you want lunch, I'm blocking you. This relationship is over.
wait, didn't you do a show on the um about what's appropriate? Remember that girl had that long list about places she didn't.
Yes.
Yes, and she's an idiot,
The
and that's why the
Cheesecake
heifer is
Factory.
single.
Yeah, she wild because that Cheesecake Factory, that Jamaican shrimp with the rice in the
It's-
Long Island, she's crazy. I'm
I
going.
hate the Cheesecake
Right.
Factory.
I love
But let me
Cheesecake
tell
Factory.
you why she's
Mhm.
let me tell you why she's
Because
crazy.
if nothing else, I'm getting cheesecake. You playing games.
Let me tell
Oreo
you why
cheesecake, me,
I'm gonna
please.
tell you why this heifer's crazy. Because I hate Cheesecake Factory, but she's crazy because you're going to the Cheesecake Factory because it's your stupid fault. This heifer, and yes, I said heifer for all y'all heifers who are offended the fact I said heifer. This heifer decided that she was gonna leave this grown man sitting in this simp of a grown man sitting in the parking lot for an hour before she came downstairs. He had reservations at a nicer restaurant for 4 o'clock. He got there at 3 o'clock, and this heifer, without saying she's coming down, without saying there's an issue, without saying nothing, left him sitting there for an hour, comes downstairs an hour late, gets into his car. The reservation is now passed. So now he's got to figure out some place to take her, pulls up to the Cheesecake Factory, and now you got a problem with it. Not only is this first date over with, but you better Uber home, get out my car. I'm not even
Yeah.
taking you home.
I wouldn't have
that's
waited that
ridiculous.
long.
Trifling.
Yeah, I'm not
I
waiting
sure
an
wouldn't have.
hour.
I wouldn't waited that long.
No.
I would have urinated on the side of her building before I waited an hour. I
Dang.
wish I would. So no, and this is why I could not be single in this day and age. I am too old to be playing these dumb games that these heifers is playing now. But I wish I would.
That's
Why
because
you make
social
me act
media
like
is not
I
a
was-
real place, and people put their fake life on social media. And everybody think that that's
Right.
real, and they think that your first day you're supposed to go out to a 5-star restaurant.
Mhm.
You
You
ain't
can
going
take
out
me
to
to
a
cheesecake.
5-star
I
restaurant.
promise. I'm not mad about it.
Listen,
Right.
I'm not taking you to a 5-star restaurant until we married. Heifer, you haven't given me.
Oh
you
nah,
haven't-
because
we don't- no.
if we engage, you
There
taking
is
me
not-
to a 5-star. We're going to go
No, I
eat
ain't.
Yeah.
because I'm hungry.
No, I ain't.
Well, not a
I
first
want-
date.
and
I
Not a
wouldn't-
first
I'm not
date.
doing
Yeah, not a
first
first
date.
date.
He said not. He
I'm
said I'm not
doing
taking you to a
first date,
5-star until you're
second
married.
date, third date, fourth date, 10th date. You got to have a ring on your finger, my last name, before a 5-star came out.
Cheap.
But here's the problem. Hold on.
Now, you
Here's
ain't got to say it out loud, but what was our first meal?
Cheap.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So see, now wait, now
I'm scared.
where did we just go a few weeks ago?
Ruth Chris.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Like I said, I don't do because here's the thing: I'm not putting that kind of investment in what you call them a temp. 5-star.
I
is
am
for
a
But you
high
eat that-
value.
but you
Yeah,
eat
I'm about
too.
to say, but you're eating too. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the same
And
thing.
I
You
can-
eating
And
too.
I can
This
take
is the same
myself. I can take
person.
myself to a 5-star restaurant by myself.
He won't.
I
but
won't,
he
but
But
will.
you, I'm about
can.
to say, but what's the fun in that? If you're not,
Right.
if you're not, like
I'm not going to a 5-star restaurant for fun. I'm going to eat, and the food better be good.
I know,
I'm
but you
going for
gotta
the
enjoy
food
somebody's
experience.
company. You know,
I don't
Like,
care about your company. I'm eating.
But here's the
I
problem
am
with
not
that.
wasting time
Okay.
having a whole bunch of conversation over this 5-star expensive food that better be good. No, I'm eating.
But here's the problem with
5-star
that,
is
though.
for an investment.
Here's the problem with that though, because if you do that, you say I ain't gonna take you to a 5-star until you put a ring on it. Well, how I know that? You ain't took me
Yeah.
one with
Wait,
no ring on
no,
it. So how
no,
I know you
here's-
gonna do
here's
it when I
the
get a
You
ring?
might trap me. This might
Right.
be
No, no.
entrapment.
Exactly.
Here the thing.
I don't want to be
Here the
trapped.
thing. No,
Exactly.
no. Here the thing.
No,
Here the thing. I'm
Yolanda,
not
blink
I'm not
twice.
telling
You
you.
need our help.
I'm not telling you. I'm not taking you to a 5-star until we get married. She never heard me say that before. I'm not telling you I'm not taking you to a 5-star until we get married. You just ain't gonna get one until we get married. It's not gonna happen. I'm
What
not
if she
taking.
asks?
No,
Listen,
see, I'm a little different.
The-
That don't fly
the-
with me. 'Cause
I know
like,
the word
I like
no.
nice
I'm from the-
restaurants.
I
I like
grew
to
up in
put on nice
1981.
expensive things.
you
and
gotta
go
keep
eat.
in mind,
I
like
was
he don't
born-
really eat a lot of stuff, so
No.
it's
I
not.
was
It wasn't
born-
even an option. Like
I was born in 1981. No is one of my favorite words. You can ask me and I can say no. Now you better go ahead and enjoy this steakhouse, this Texas Roadhouse or whatever that we going to, and shut up. Or if you don't like it, deuces. I'm not making you haven't made an investment in me. Why am I making that kind of investment in you and you ain't making no investment in me?
Well, then for the first date, don't even take them to a restaurant. We can go. We can literally. I'm okay with coffee dates or just going to like a
too.
cafe.
But-
and
but-
like, we
but-
don't have.
because
to
what
go
if I
to,
don't like you?
But
Yeah,
What if I don't like you?
You making it
Listen,
seem
you-
like
you-
I'm like you don't
you
like
went
me.
from-
What
you
if
went
I
from
think you a
Londa-
big head bastard?
Right.
Then what?
But Lita,
Right.
but Lita,
Right.
Then what?
But Lita, you and Philanda are two different breeds of women. Y'all are not these breed of women that I would have to be dealing with if I was single in 2024. Like y'all are different. You were born in 1976.
Wow,
You were
yeah.
born in 1900. what,
Sometime
80
after
something?
slavery, Dad.
80 something.
Aren't you 89,
I'm born
90,
in
something like that?
92.
Okay, yeah.
92.
That's still near enough to the age. You were born in 1992. I was born in 1981. I do not have time to play games with these Negroes that barely know what Def Comedy Jam is. I do not have time to deal with these Negroes who don't know that Ice Cube was a rapper and not just an actor. I do not have time to deal with these Negroes who don't know that Tupac was a gangster. I do not have time to deal with these Negroes who've never heard a Prince song live or have never heard a Michael Jackson song when he was alive. I do not have time to deal with these kind of people. I'm not playing with y'all. So
But
no,
you
I'm
wouldn't
not-
be, because that's the only way you would deal with that is if you was single
Ah,
and decided
listen,
to date somebody that's really, really young.
Listen, let me tell you
True.
something. If I
Yeah.
got to go back
True.
out on the market, if I got to go back out
You
on the
got a
market,
wife.
let me
Okay,
tell you.
next topic. He talking about divorce. Do I gotta come
Right.
to
I ain't
Atlanta
talking
and
about
fight
I'm
somebody?
not talking about divorce. I'm just saying if I got to go,
Talking
y'all
about
brought it up.
if
Y'all
I
was talking
gotta
about
be
me.
single.
Y'all the ones who said if I was out there, this is how it would be for me. I'm telling you how it actually would be for me. If I had, and besides, we talking about the same one who early this morning was talking about having rendezvous with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. So I don't want to hear about no conversation about me saying whatever I was
That's
saying.
private business that you don't put on
Yes.
the internet.
That you make in public. We just talked
Yes,
about
yes,
this.
you
Justin,
made
we
it
just
public.
talked about this.
Wait. You ready for this? This is my podcast. This is called the Real Talk Podcast. I got the ability to watch watch what I can do. Watch this. Hold on.
Did you just mute my mic?
So like I was saying,
Mute our mics.
what you said? What was that? I can't. What I can't. What What was that? What was that? So like I said, I keep trying to tell y'all mess with the person you got the
I'll
problem.
unmute myself. How about that?
Oh, you know what you can't do though? Watch this. Unmute yourself now. Unmute yourself now. Are you unmuted? What was that? I can't hear you. What was that? Huh? What was that? What was that?
You play all
Did you
day.
say something?
Oh, hold on. Put up Tina comment. Put up Tina comment.
Oh wait, I'm not.
Right. Right, Tina.
Yes, Tina.
Right.
Playing around.
Hey, Tina.
Jesse,
Guess what?
you heard what she said.
Hey, Tina. Guess what? You know why I can pull rank? Cause I got rank. See, you can't pull rank if you ain't got the rank. I got the rank. And Sharice,
Whatever. Whatever.
Sharice, you know me, Sharice. I'll do it anywhere I want to, and that's a beauty of her being my wife.
Okay.
Whatever.
No, but real quick, I had a serious question. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
is this Eric? And I don't want to put you on the spot. Is this a
Okay.
straight thing? These shenanigans that's going on with all these requirements with dating?
I have never.
Yeah, it
heard
is.
from this
Because
community.
and I was just gonna
Okay.
say that because we do things backwards. Our first date is in the bedroom in my community.
Okay.
Naked Attraction.
Naked Attraction. Gotcha.
We watch a show on HBO Max called Naked Attraction. It's wonderful. It's hilariously backwards.
They
but
literally
it's wonderful.
start from the bottom up, and then you
Yep,
decide
Literally
whether or
the
not.
bottom up.
Yes.
I'm
Literally,
done.
they start from the bottom up, and then you decide whether or not you want to go on the person.
That's,
so you
that's
get
our
the
community.
Oh,
That's
gotcha,
us.
gotcha. It feels efficient though. In a way,
Yeah.
it feels
You know,
efficient.
you know the equipment beforehand.
Right. You be like, you know what? I can't work with that.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming.
Dang.
And,
Thank you
and
for
here's
coming.
what, and here's my and that's double on top. Lite starting to get a little loose now.
I'm sorry.
Lite has been
I'm sorry.
reserved.
But Wanda said it. That's
The
the
real
first thing I
Lite.
thought. Like, what?
The real Lite has come out now. So y'all,
Oh my
think I be
God.
bringing out people who ain't like
This
me.
is the great. Now
I have-
we ventured off into Real Talk After Dark. I
This
love
is- no,
it.
this is a
I'm
for real
sorry.
talk podcast. Now,
Well, I
this is
just
how
said
Alicia
it. I
Yante
just
is.
was repeating what she said. That's all.
I have known Alicia Yante for 20 years, and I promise you, this is the
my
real
God.
Lite right now. This is how she has been since I have known her. She try to act. I don't want to say she try to act, but she comes off of looking nice. She's all nice and sweet and innocent.
I
But
am,
Lite,
though.
no, you ain't.
Don't do that to me.
Lite got Lite
She
say.
is.
No,
Guys,
she-
don't
Lite
believe him.
say some things. Lite
Don't
do
believe
some
him.
things. And
Lies.
she thinks some things, and the whole nine because she's great like that. She knows how to slide it in. But now Lite getting real loose because she doing it and don't care what nobody see. That's why she's like, oh yeah. Thank you for coming.
Whatever. She said it.
Sometimes it's not good enough to thank for though. Rank is still not stifling facts. I just make it easier. To
That's
see what
right,
really,
Tina.
what really do.
Right.
Listen, Philanda is phenomenal, but I still pull rank. And yes, rank does mean you get to stifle facts if you got the rank to do it. That's right.
Wow.
Oh, you don't believe so?
This
Okay.
suppression.
Yes. We don't live in a free society. First of all, America is outside that door. This is the Jones household. The America's outside that door. And also, America ain't even free. So, let's stop acting like things that we idealize is actually true. It ain't true. Nah, playing with me. This is what I do. My podcast. Y'all try to tell me I operate on my podcast. All of y'all is guests on my podcast. Y'all try to talk about how I do on my podcast.
I
Actually,
am
but
the
you know what?
executive.
But you know
And
what?
I can
It's
fire you again. Lite, she's been fired like 88 times.
Well, you better not do it
I have
again.
to-
Well, I'm gonna say this: he keep firing you, Philanda, but guess who keeps sitting back right next to him?
Right.
You can't do it.
Yes,
Can't do it by
because
he
yourself.
sits on
That's
top
all
of
I'm
me.
saying. You can't do it by
Exactly.
yourself. Mhm.
She sits right next to me because she sits on top of me.
Whoa.
And a good job at it too.
Really.
Anyhow, so so let's see here.
Okay.
This is all wonderful warm up for you for this pick your poison. I'm trying to find.
I'm scared.
That I can. You should.
I never even
you
heard of this
absolutely
before.
Should be. You absolutely should be. Let's
Okay,
see
stop
here.
there.
I'm not doing them all. I'm moving some so I can try to find some good ones.
No,
aren't
you're
like
supposed to do them sporadically from
I'm
the
not.
deck.
No, I'm not doing them like that. Because in this case, you get some that are crap. Let's see here. Let's see. No. Oh yeah, this one because she makes clothes. We've never actually had that one, so that'll work. Hey, that's disgusting.
aren't they all?
Right.
That's hilarious. That one is hilarious. I like that. Mm-hmm. We did that one. That one's stupid.
Not it was stupid. You supposed to just pick them randomly, Jesse. You cheating.
Right.
I
already.
told you I ain't picking them randomly. I'm going to indoctrinate you hard in this one.
From now on, I'm doing the pick your poison.
No, you ain't. I'm the
Yeah,
host.
you're not supposed to. What kind of you are?
It's my show. I do it.
You're
like
not a
I want.
nice host.
I never professed to be a nice host.
Oh, okay.
If Philanda resigns, you ain't got no other applications, do you?
I
Nope.
do. I got the pastor's crew, but we just do too much Jesus all the time, and sometimes I don't want to have Jesus conversations. I want to have regular
Exactly.
real-life
So you
conversations.
can't. You like he just said. You need Philanda.
Right.
I found
Philanda, sing it to him. You needed me.
I found.
Right.
I found a
Right.
You needed me.
hey, listen, and the hand is a wonderful thing sometimes.
Stop it.
You the one that said it. You got the wrong one. Let's do that one. No, that's horrible.
You've done that one before.
I'm not just picking out ones I haven't done. We've done most of these. But she's done none of them.
Okay.
I was gonna say I probably heard most of them.
Ooh, I like that one. That was a deep one. I like that one. That's stupid.
Here.
Stop touching these.
Yeah, Philanda, snatch it. He playing around.
She's not good at snatching stuff out my hands. My hands are too quick.
You're not being a time conscious host, sir.
I'm not worried about
as
being
the
Tom Cruise's
executive
host.
producer.
You're fired.
What?
So
You
now
can't
have
fire
to-
her.
Who's the HR
Right.
person? I want to talk to them.
Yeah, because this
I-
is abuse.
Where's the
I'm-
HR?
I'm-
Workplace
I'm
abuse.
also HR.
I think Sharice, Sharice is HR from now
I'm
on.
also
Yeah.
an HR person.
This is workplace abuse.
Right.
We need somebody to intervene.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, one last one to cut.
Sharice says she's here.
HR, Sharice.
HR, we
Hey,
need
hey.
you.
Hey,
Right.
hey, Sharice, guess what? Watch this. Ready? You ready? You're fired too. See, when you own the podcast, you get to do whatever you want.
You didn't even
Uh-uh.
hire her, so
Isn't it required by law that you have an HR person? You can't fire your only
Yeah.
HR.
I'm with Tina.
Nah,
I
that's
can.
not how it
You
works.
need
I'm
her.
HR. I do need her, but that ain't got nothing to do with her being fired. You can need
Cut it
somebody and still
out.
fire them.
Yeah, and then you still need them because they're not there
Just
anymore.
pick
You know how this
You-
goes.
I got this. I got this. You let me do what I does. I always try to run, so you think you in control. This is my podcast. I don't like black people. You mean I can't fire you, Sharice? I just did. You're fired. See how easy that was?
You didn't even hire
Okay.
her, so you can't fire somebody you ain't hired yet.
Exactly. But since she tried to hire her, she fired. So I fired them both.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. How this game works is I hold up 2 cards. I read from the 2 cards, and you have to pick one or the other. Now, you can try to find a loophole in it by asking questions that can give you an answer for a loophole, but you still have to pick one or the other.
Okay.
Now, your reasoning for it is your reasoning for it. So, let's see. Would you rather be forced to smoke crack before every family function, or have labias for lips?
Wait, what is labias? What is that?
Oh, that's right. Oh, I had after dark kind
I
of a
cannot
thought.
with
Vag-
this.
vaginal lips.
There.
Vaginal lips for your regular lips.
Oh, I smoke
yeah.
crack. I go smoke
He was like smoke crack.
For sure.
Absolutely.
crack.
Eric, we cool, right? You're my friend, man. I can tell you my inner dark, crazy, ignorant thoughts, right? So
Oh, I know what you think. I know what you're thinking.
when I first saw this question, I put it down. I was like, well, first of all, I already know exactly what Eric is gonna pick, and I knew it was gonna be crack because in my mind, he was like, ew, labias, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I get it, and I was right. I was right on. I'll take it. Lita, which one are you taking?
I definitely don't want to smoke crack, but I also have a question about these labias. Are they like roast beef labias? Are they like tight and firm? Like we got questions behind this.
It is like let's say
I'm
the
smoking
same
crack. I
type
know.
of
I know.
labias-
I smoke
same
crack.
type of labias that Anna
I only
Nicole
see my
Smith had
family
before
once a
she
year.
passed.
I smoke crack. I only see my family once a year, so you know.
I love it. I love it.
Nah, I definitely.
Oh,
smoke
you
crack.
met my family. It's crack all day long. I need it. You
She
met
said
my
I
family.
need it.
Need
I need
it.
to be that kind of high. I'm with you. Solomon.
Right.
I only see him like once a year, and you know, right? I need to smoke crack before that event.
I'm not. And I know
Right.
the way they read it almost sounds like a punishment. Is it really a punishment? Like in
Since, you know,
So for me, I'm going with them labias. I don't mind tasting labias. I don't mind seeing them. Yeah, I'm gonna go with them labias. First of all, I'm not doing nothing with crack. Whitney said crack is whack. Crack is cheap. I'm not doing no whack. I'm not doing nothing that the queen of everything told me not to do. And she said don't do crack, so I ain't doing crack. So I'm
well, I'm smoking crack at least once a year.
At least once a year.
At least once a year.
And I'm just how I'm talk.
Well, you could-
when I
you could-
preach, you want to let God say it. Yeah, that's
Jesse,
how
you
I'm
can
doing.
join my community then.
Listen,
Well-
I'm not joining your community while I'm tasting labias. Yes, Lord. Let the church say yes.
Lord.
Not the church. Okay.
What would you identify as then with them lips?
With them labia lips.
Yeah.
I would be a superhero. I would be called Delicious.
What?
I would be a
Oh,
superhero. My
delicious.
superhero name would be Delicious.
Okay.
Probably his current title. He is currently a lesbian.
I am a lesbian
Not
trapped in a
currently a
man's body.
lesbian.
Trapped in a man's body. I sure am. Yes, Lord. You better know it. Would you rather? And this is absolutely for you, Lite. Eric, this one's absolutely for her because she's into making the clothes and the fashions and the whole nine. Okay. You got to add. Would you rather add this to your fashion line, embroider hornier than you on all of your clothes, or forget every happy memory you've ever had?
I'm definitely embroidering hornier than you. I'm about to put that right on the front. We're gonna make it on the front pocket. It's gonna look nice, and it's gonna sell out. Actually,
It probably is going to sell out.
I'm gonna make it real nice, right on the front. That's not even a question.
What you got, Eric?
I mean, it's the same thing for me. I mean, I mean, that's people in my community do that anyway. So
Okay.
We was talking about Richie's the club earlier. I went in there, and my
Right.
boss was in there. You know what he was wearing? A G-string.
I don't know your boss.
wow.
so I
Nobody
don't know.
cares. Nobody cares. Everybody's horny. Some point in your life. Some point, you know, I'm hornier than you today. My clothes tell you that. It's okay. It's all right.
What you got? Which one?
Oh, of course. Look, I feel like I could design a whole fashion line. We got T-shirts, we got joggers, we got G-strings, we got the whole thing. We got purses.
Mhm.
It's a whole thing. It's a look, pantyhose, lingerie, church wear.
Everything. In the church wear, just put it where the tag go. You nobody gotta see it. You just put it on.
Right.
Nobody has see. We can do these things.
Well, I'm a person that speak the truth. And because that is my truth every day, all day anyway, of course I'm going with hornier than you. I will mess around and preach a message on it. I will write the message tonight for Saturday and preach a message on how I'm hornier than you. I don't care about that, because I don't care what you think. I really don't. I don't have, first of all, if this is going to take a dark turn for a second, I ain't got that many happy memories up to this point right now in my life anyway. I can't lose the 16 happy memories I got. I ain't losing them, so no.
Not the
Of course I'm
16.
going
That's
hornier than you.
terrible.
And it's factual too, because I am crazy. I ain't losing that. I wish I would. Wish I would not speak to you. I will mess around and lose the memories and still say I'm hornier than you. So, okay. Would you rather always introduce yourself to people by saying, I already know you. I've been stalking you for years. Or look between the unclean fat folds of a morbidly obese person.
I'm
Oh.
a stalker, baby. I stalked you 3 times just this morning. Just this morning.
Oh.
Hi, my name is Aliciante. I've been stalking you for 10 and a half years. I'm not licking. Have you seen my 600-pound life?
Yep.
Okay. Their fat folds have fat folds with other fat folds. I'm not licking that. And it's
Yeah, and-
unclean.
No.
You're going to catch a staph infection in your mouth.
I hate you, Tina. I love you, but I hate you at the same time. Tina said if Eric knew what to do, he would have picked lady parts too. That's where horny came from. She
Oh,
tried
wow.
to have hashtag bars.
Now she's trying to have hashtag. What? Y'all are crazy.
Eric, what you got?
I don't know. I gotta go with the licking thing because
I knew it. I knew he was gonna say it. I knew it. I knew it.
I gotta-
I knew it.
I mean, just because you may say that to the wrong person. But what was that movie with the guy that killed his dog and he went out? You may say that to the wrong
Oh,
person.
John
Talking about
Wick.
stalking. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's true. But I'm still saying I don't want to lick anybody's dirty folds. Like when the last time they washed the fold?
right, and it's hard to
It
get
didn't
down
say
there.
dirty.
Yeah.
It did say unclean. It did say unclean.
They said
You're right.
unclean.
Yeah, it's hard to get
You're
down
right.
there.
If it was a clean fold, I would definitely lick a clean fold.
Okay. I know what you got. I know which one it is, but go ahead and tell the public. Go ahead. And tell
Oh
the public.
yeah, just consider me Joe Goldberg. If you've ever watched You, I'm that dude. Like, look. Yes, of course I have been watching you, and I've eliminated a couple of your best friends because they were getting in the way of me getting to you.
To you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get the wrong one and end up unalived. Y'all
It might
get the wrong one.
Well, here's the thing, Eric. I'm with you on this, bro.
Thank you.
I'ma
Yep,
tell you
there we
that-
go.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you
First time we agreed on something, Jesse, tonight. First time tonight.
but Tina said you're gonna find a 3-course meal while you're doing it. That means I get a good meal while I'm at it. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. Let me tell you why I'm gonna do the unclean fat folds of a morbidly obese person. Because I only have to do it once. Every time you introduce yourself to somebody, you have to tell them you've
Every
been
single
stalking
time.
them.
Yeah.
Wait, read the question again. Read them again. Did it say that?
Always introduce
Always.
yourself to people by saying, "I already know you. I've been stalking you for years."
That's why I
Or
said that. You gotta do that every
look
single time.
between the unclean fat folds of a morbidly obese person. It didn't say how many times, so I can say it's only once, and I'm only going to have to do it once, and I can do
Loopholes.
most
You guys
anything and
found a
get through
loophole.
it once.
Right.
That's
Okay.
the wonderful way to do it. Absolutely, I'm gonna find that loophole. You crazy? I'm not going to find.
'Cause you might-
always. It's just, and I'm a big black man too.
'Cause you
I'm
might-
be in jail immediately.
Because you might get
Thinking
one of
about
these,
licking an unclean foe, making my throat want to close up.
You know what's making my throat want to close up? Being in jail with Bubba. What I'm not about to do is have a prison
want
scene.
everything closed up at that moment.
Hence why I'm going with because I'm a big black man. You know what also closes up my throat? The grave. Because I will mess around and say that to some Karen, and she will call the popo, and again, I'm a big black man, and the popo will make me no mo. #bars.
Okay.
So therefore, give me the fold. I will lift up.
Or-
I promise you, it will be clean by the time I get done with it for that one good time. But I'm not going to. Let me tell you.
I
What
cannot.
You're so
I'm not about to
nasty.
do.
He
What
said
I'm
it'd be
not
clean by
about
the time
to
I
do.
get done. Like
It sure will.
if
Spit
they're
shine
morbidly obese, they
everything.
probably been laying in that bed. They probably can't walk. So they probably just laying in their bed.
That's okay. I'll turn them over. I'll find the forklift and turn them over. Listen, I'll do whatever I got to do for that one time so I ain't got to go to jail. You don't understand how much I don't want to go to jail. Do you understand? I'm not equipped to be Paul. I cannot be in jail. No, no, I'm sorry.
My
No.
stomach turn. That's nasty.
I cannot.
You didn't have to. You
I'll
didn't
get
have to
through
put
it.
that you would lick it clean. I didn't want to hear that.
I know that's you taking it.
That's the part
extreme,
that's like, hold on. They said lick it
If
one
I'm
time.
Gonna, listen, whatever I do in excellence. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it well.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I appreciate that.
I
But you ain't gotta
understand
lick
that.
it clean.
That's
What I'm not going to do is not do it well. But what I'm also not going to do is go to jail. Again, #bars.
I'll
The
do it
last
just
one.
enough to say I got it done. That's it.
Yeah,
I ain't
doing
licking
all
nothing
the
clean.
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving nothing to chance. But what's not going to happen? Somebody said, "Go back and do that again." No, I will not. One good time is clean.
Well, it might be good. Maybe they had some KFC that you could look up there. You like
And then they'll be clean, and I'll be full, and we'll be good.
There's a drumstick under there.
Potato
I knew I
wedges.
left that. I could have sworn there were 2 drumsticks in this
Well,
bucket.
guess what? You still only have one because I'm gonna eat this other one while I'm here. Listen.
I'm good.
you know they got them chicken nuggets now too. Now KFC.
I don't like their chicken. I don't really eat chicken nuggets all like that. I don't at all. Chicken nuggets are horrible. Only chicken nuggets I really typically eat are Wendy's, and I'm stopping eating them because they're not even all that good anymore. They used to be good. They're not anymore. I can't.
That's because Wendy took over and she changed everything.
That's because Wendy became a ninja, and I don't mean ninja. I mean nigga. I just wasn't saying nigga, so she's a ninja.
No, I mean that. Like, you know, when Dave died, his daughter Wendy took over the
Yeah,
business.
she started wilding out, and
Yeah.
that's why she was all over Twitter starting these beefs, and she got a mixtape out with dissing
Imagine
all
when
the
he
other
started
fast
beef.
foods. She
Right.
and also
Starting beef. My
like that.
patties
I
are
like what you
square.
did
Yours
there.
is not.
I like what you did there. No, but
Oh my
I don't know
gosh.
how you haven't heard it. She has been. This. Let me see if I still have. I think I still.
You talking about when she was going back and forth with other restaurants on Twitter and stuff like that?
Yes.
Oh,
I seen it. I remember
No,
that.
she has a whole mixtape out, but she was just dissing everybody. She was
I mean,
doing
it's one
that.
thing. I mean, it was. She had some good liners in there, but I mean, the Wendy's is subpar, so it's just like how your food subpar and you get all these jokes against other people.
Yeah,
Because
I'm telling you,
because
Wendy's was
subpar
good
as
before
they
Dave. When
are, it's
Dave
still better.
died, his daughter took over and she
And it
changed the
became
barbecue sauce
nasty.
formula, and ever
Yep.
since then it was
Yeah,
like you just
it's
everything went
trash.
downhill.
Like the patty's
Mhm.
not the same, nothing. And then they tried to come. They thought they was gonna introduce that variable pricing. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Man.
I go to
Wendy's started in Ohio, and they have like those like I used to go like they used to invite me to go to like the tasting, like you would taste the new food before they put it out, and they would pay you to
Mm.
taste the food. They were
Oh,
trying to put
really?
macaroni on the menu one time.
Oh gosh.
what?
Yeah, they were wilding.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad y'all blocked any such foolishness.
That
'cause
But like
did
I
not
paid
need to happen.
$65 to taste it, so I wasn't mad.
Oh,
Oh, they pay you money to taste their food.
sign me up.
Yeah,
Sign
they
me
pay
up.
you money to taste it. Is this really Wendy's
What?
mixtape?
What?
Yep.
Look.
Wendy's made it?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. That is crazy.
It should go something like this. Hey, my food's so nasty. It's so trashy.
For real. Wendy really made
out,
this,
Nicki
or a
Minaj.
fan of Wendy's made this? That's
I don't
crazy.
know, but all I know is Wendy's endorsed it, and it was their mixtape for real.
Yep. You could buy it. You
That's
could have bought it on their
crazy.
website.
Yep.
Download it from their website.
That is crazy. Wendy said we out here throwing shots at everybody.
And they was doing it too. All right, here go the last one.
Hold on. You see Tina over here flirting with my Caucasus Mountain?
I
No.
see.
No, with my cock is mountain. So that I can do yours, I waved and said, "Hey, I'm done."
Hey, Nick.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Tina.
Nick.
He likes chocolate, but with different equipment.
Oh,
She ain't even the right complexion. Oh no.
Yeah, wrong complexion, wrong
Yolanda.
equipment.
Oh no.
Oh, you in the shower?
Oh,
hey.
okay. Hold on. Don't put the camera there. Hold on now.
Tina said
Tina,
Tina wanted to
We
see
have
you.
we,
the timing.
we have the
For
real
real. For real.
The timing.
we have the Real Talk OnlyFans page for that. We ain't got the
OnlyFans.
No, not
yeah
the
the Real Talk.
timing. Not the timing.
Folk gotta pay for that on the Real Talk OnlyFans page. We're not showing shower scene on the public podcast. That's the OnlyFans page. So with that, we gonna get this loud one in because yeah. Tina. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. You know what I mean? So would you rather be woken up daily by hot urine waterboarding, or birth a baby through your anus?
Why always? I feel like a lot of these questions are directed at me.
Because I'm like, what, Jesse?
I'm not gonna yuck your yum, sir. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I promise you, I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
That means you already know which one I'm going with.
I sure do.
I may be from Chicago,
Some
and I
showers
may
are
have
golden.
met R. Kelly, but I'm definitely not into that.
Yeah, I don't want to be. Mm-mm.
So it is going to
I
be a
guess I'm
booty
birthing a
for me.
baby. Yeah.
She called it a booty baby. I'm done. I tap out. This has been another edition of the Real Talk Podcast. There's nothing else we can say that's gonna top #booty baby. I can't do it. Matter of fact, I'm changing the name of this episode
No.
from relationships, public versus private. I'm changing it to booty baby. I'm doing it right now. Y'all go ahead and talk. I'm changing the episode name right now. I promise you, I am right now.
No, I'm with you, Philanda. I don't want to get urinated on every day. That means your bed your house gonna start to smell
day.
like pee.
Right.
Your bed gonna start to smell like pee.
No.
Like hot
if you drink
urine.
it every day.
We ain't R. Kelly over here, so you know.
No.
R. Kelly.
No.
R.
Yeah,
Kelly
I'm just gonna
did it.
have
He
to
wasn't the one
birth the
who-
baby.
He didn't drink it.
It,
he was the one who
is
did
it like how big is the baby? It's the smallest the baby could be and still be alive. That's how I'm birthing them.
Well, you're supposed for loopholes. You have to ask the judge. That's actual rules of the game. You have to ask
No,
the
because
judge.
then you're gonna say that you're the judge, and I'm
No, I
tired
am.
of you trying to pull these ranks.
The person
He
reading
was still-
the cards.
He was still
Is
on
the
this Caucasus
judge.
Mountain.
And so, I'm not gonna say it's a giant baby, but it's not gonna be a small baby. I'm gonna say it's a normal 8-ounce.
It don't
4
even-
pound,
it-
8-ounce baby. Ain't that what the normal 4
That's
pounds, 8
small.
ounces?
That's a little
That's
baby.
small.
4 pounds.
I
That's fine.
could
what's
do
the-
that.
Yeah, I could do that.
What's
That's
the
fine.
what's the
Yeah,
what's
4
the
pounds,
what's the
8
normal
ounces.
what's the normal rate?
4
I know
pounds, 8
is part of
ounces.
it.
Yeah.
4 pounds,
Okay,
8
so you
ounces.
So you gonna make me look it up? Okay, I was trying to see if y'all.
The average baby is about 6 pounds.
Yeah.
6 to 7 pounds is average baby.
You got to find out.
Yeah, I'll birth a baby. Don't pee on me.
I wasn't off. It's between 5 pounds 8 ounces and 8 pounds 13 ounces. Okay, we'll split the difference. We'll say 6 pounds 10 ounces.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if the baby was 10 pounds. I'm birthing a baby. You're not about to pee on me. Like you said, every day you got to get peed on. I will.
Every day.
I will birth the baby one time.
Birth the baby.
I might die in the process, but I birthed the baby.
She's out.
You might die in the process.
Yeah, but I birthed it. I birthed it.
Eric, what you got, sir? Oh, well, I mean, just confirm what it's gonna be, because I already know.
Birth the baby.
I know it's wide, ain't it?
You said why?
I said I know. I
That
said
ain't what he
wide.
said.
Oh, I thought you
said
said
why.
why. I can't say why on here. This is a family show.
It's absolutely not a family show, but I you still can't say it on here. But like I said, I didn't say why. I said it's wide. It's wide. It's wide.
Look,
Yeah.
it could stretch a lot more than what we'd like to be comfortable with.
It's true. That is true.
Yeah. I just know some things. Not like I've done it. Let me just put that out there. I just know things.
Yeah.
Bet you do know things, don't you?
Really?
In fact, we saw some products.
Booty babies.
We saw some products from your commercial that can help that process.
Right.
Yeah. The first picture that popped up.
Right.
I remember. It'll help. You need a little stretching, a lot of stretching. It got you, regardless.
Tina said, "Say why." She said, "Say why, Eric. Say why."
I'm gonna put
Tina.
it on the podcast, Tina, and let her say why. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still writing #booty baby on changing the titles on these. Because
Wow.
that is hilarious.
No.
There's nothing else we can say that's better than #booty baby. It's just it's yeah. #booty baby is a wonderful title. It is absolutely a wonderful title. And as far as what am I gonna do for which of those I'm gonna deal with, see, I want to be
You
able to
hate
poop
funk.
right. I do, but I also want to be able to poop right.
You gonna be able to poop
And,
right.
and a
You gonna
baby
poop right.
and a baby coming out of a Jones butthole is going to be funky. You have lived with me for 13 years. You know what I do to the bathroom
I
when I have
know.
to go.
I've never been in there.
You ain't.
and I don't want to
you ain't
know.
Been, you ain't been in there.
We are
You
not
got
that
shit.
close.
You
We're
ain't
not
been-
that
you're right,
close.
you're right. You have not
We're
been
not
in the
that
bathroom
close.
with me, but you've had to deal with the nuclear residue that comes afterwards. It's not the nuclear bomb.
Matter of
that's
fact,
bad. It's
after
the way
that,
the wind blows.
you're-
That's why we got so many smellers
you're
all throughout this house to
Never
make sure.
constipated ever again. You can't be. It's not even possible.
I haven't been constipated in 10 years.
Philanda, I wish you were more like Nick. When I go to the bathroom, he'd be like, Eric, can I see? What are you doing in there? I'm like,
No.
Absolutely.
God,
Trying to
I
use the
almost,
bathroom.
the words that almost came. Okay, it's time for me to go because I almost said some words. I promise you, no, she better not.
We will never.
Let me tell
be
you,
that
She
comfortable.
come in there. She come in the bathroom. while I'm
marriage
in there
is over.
and say, "Let me see." It's divorce immediately. I mean, yeah. I mean, when I say immediately, I mean as soon as I'm done, we're going down to a courthouse. We will see if the courthouse is closed. We are sleeping on the steps that night. I want it done now. No, what the blah 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 blah
Perfect
blah
Million?
blah 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 blah. Almost said someone. No,
Yeah.
no,
We would
better
never be that
In
close.
your life, Eric is like that. Eric, don't you stop that right now.
I
You stop.
do.
See,
I do.
See,
I say, get out.
Eric, that's the Caucasus Mountains in you. You were with somebody who is from a tropical people. I need you to stop doing that Caucasus Mountain stuff. I need you to stop it, okay? Stop that right now.
Oh,
No.
because he just be hanging out in the bathroom with her. And I ain't gonna say they name.
Again, that's that
Yeah.
Caucasus Mountain
Yeah,
stuff. I'm
that's
telling
the
you,
thing.
I-
Yeah.
I was married to one. I'm telling you, no.
she did-
That's
she
not
did
what
that
you
too?
do. Tried.
Yeah, don't
one
come in the
time,
bathroom.
and
I don't even
said
like
that.
you looking or don't even if you need something, you gonna have to wait. You gonna have to wait.
Listen.
You just gonna have to wait.
What, listen.
Oh.
This
If
is why
if I need something, I no longer need it. It's
Yeah.
done.
Don't come in.
Yeah.
Don't come in the bathroom.
don't come in the
Mm-mm.
bathroom.
We don't even like talking through the door,
No, text me.
and that
Text me.
and that has become a new thing because we didn't even used to like that.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with what you were doing. I don't exist while you're in there, and you don't exist while I'm in here.
Yeah.
If there is no shower water running, I don't want no parts of it. And she's sneaky because she will turn the shower on while she's going so that as soon as she's done, she can hop right in. So I don't want no parts of it, even the shower's running. I have to know that you are purposely going in to shower, and then maybe I might want to partake. But she likes the water set to hell, and I like having skin, so that's not happening. So no, there's no need for the two of us to be in the bathroom at the same time. I don't care if she's brushing her teeth. I don't need to be in there. Now, sometimes I will mess with her when she's got the door open, she's washing her face. I'll come up behind her and hug her, but I am immediately walking right back out that door. I'm not trying to say in the bathroom for what? And she ain't coming to the bathroom with me, no.
See, washing your face is different than taking a poop.
Right.
No, you don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't want to be in the bathroom with you at all. I don't care what you're doing. I give a quick hug just to mess with her, and I will walk away.
Once that door is closed for a reason.
Yes.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
You know nothing about what's happening behind this door.
You don't exist,
Yeah.
and I don't exist. We're an alternate universe.
I mean, some stuff is like brushing your teeth. I'm gonna do it. Well, some stuff's okay.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Just don't like if I'm using the bathroom, even if I'm in
I
the
don't-
shower,
I
I
don't
don't
want-
mind you coming in. Just don't pull the shower curtain because you're playing. That's
I
that's
don't.
cold
I
air.
don't want.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want-
No, I
cold
agree.
air
Yeah,
into my hot
that is
shower.
that is
Exactly.
true.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
do
be
that.
in there if you shower. I'm not gonna be in there if you
Actually, just
shower
opening the
again.
door is just cold air coming in.
That's true.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is why I lock doors when I go into the bathroom. You are not walking in on me, ever. If I pass out in the bathroom, you better be able to break the door down, or call the ambulance because you're not getting
Oh
in.
no.
How she
but
gonna
like
know?
if-
How she gonna
Yeah,
know?
like if- at least come in there and dress me before they get here.
Nope.
Yeah. Put some panties on me at least. Jesus.
Right.
No panties.
Put some panties clean. Always.
called-
Always
Clean
clean
panties.
draws.
There's no panties that are cleaner than the ones that are not on your body in your.
Well,
in,
I
in
don't.
your
I
drawer.
I don't close the bathroom door unless I'm like
that's not what I
using
thought you
the
were gonna say.
using
I
the
was gonna say,
toilet.
okay, I absolutely end this podcast.
No, I was saying I don't close the bathroom door unless like I
Oh,
take
Lord,
a shower with
Ashley's
the door
on.
open, washing all that, but I don't, unless I'm using the toilet, then I close the door for sure.
Hi, Ashley. We see you watching. Lite says hi. Oh, wait. Why am I saying Lite says hi when she's right there? If you
Yeah,
still
I'm
on,
right
how you
here.
doing, girl? What's up? Your mama was talking about you and your Caucasus Mountain spouse or spouse.
No, she wasn't.
Whatever.
You see,
I
if
didn't.
Yolanda
You
was,
just
she
aired
made
his
it.
out.
She said it, and you just
I
aired them
just
out.
said that
You just aired
we are-
that. You just aired that. You just blew
I
their spot
aired-
up.
I aired
Nobody
it-
said nothing
I
about
aired
her.
it. I aired it out to the people who know, to her and the people who know her. She the one who aired it out. She could have left his Caucasus Mountain activities alone.
I didn't air his out.
But she didn't
You
even
didn't-
say.
you didn't-
She didn't
you
say
can't
who it
rewind-
was.
You want me to rewind
I
the
didn't
tape?
say who it was.
She did.
You didn't say who it was.
Now you
but you
said
gave
it.
you gave me that look like I know exactly who it was because you said I'm not gonna say who it was.
All
It's
right.
only one of the Caucasus
Just
Mountain
wrap this
activities we know.
podcast up.
It's only one of the Caucasus
Wrap it
Mountain
up.
activities we know.
Right.
First of all y'all gonna stop trying to tell me what to do on my podcast. All right, so how about
Yeah,
that?
Tina, I agree. When you free, you don't care what he see. But sometimes, I just like to shower by myself.
No.
I'm not free. I'm a slave.
No.
I'm a slave.
I enjoy some
Massa?
mystery. Like, you ain't got to know everything about me. What happens in there stays in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
all-
saying.
that's
Like
my business.
sometimes,
Master,
because
I'm
let's
slave.
be
I was a
like
slave, master.
we're
I
all
pick a
adults.
cotton. I
Well,
can't
I
do-
think
I'm not
Florida
that
and
free. I
Jesse
can't.
they don't do that. But sometimes I like to shower by myself. And then I feel like if a man's coming in the bathroom to shower with you, he's not really showering with you.
Right.
Let
He
me
came in
tell-
there
Like-
for another reason.
He came
That
here.
happens on occasion. It happens on
Mhm.
occasion, but
Let
for
me
the
tell
most
you once
part,
again.
I
I
like to
like
shower by
having
myself.
skin. She sets the temperature to hell.
It's just be
I like
that
skin,
steam is good for you.
And what's even worse is not only my skin melting, but sitting in the back of the shower, freezing to death because my skin has melted. Now I have all this cold air on me because she set the temperature to hell. We tried that one time. Never again.
I'm kind of like
Never again.
I'm kind of like Falanda. I like hot showers too.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like-
hot.
I
It
like-
better be
I like a
steam.
hot shower too. But you know what I like to be? Under the water in my hot shower. I am 8.5 months pregnant with triplets. There cannot be me and another person in an apartment style shower at the same time. It ain't gonna work. I need one of them rain showers from above that be dropping down, that cover the whole ceiling, drop down for multiple people to get in. Okay, I am two
I got
people
one of
by
them, but
myself.
it's still,
Shut up, Lita. I'm so mad.
it
that
ain't
you got
it ain't
one of
what
them.
you
I
it
hate
ain't
you
what
for
you
that,
expect.
'cause I love
I'm black. First of all, I'm black, and I'm not getting my hair wet in there, so I usually turn
Right.
it the other way because you're not about to get my hair wet.
Hey, guess what? I'm a dude. I don't care.
I'm just saying.
I'm two people.
And this is why we replaced all our shower heads with the hoses,
Oh,
so I can get the water. Because if I'm not unless I'm washing my hair, I'm not getting my hair wet.
Let me tell you, the
At all.
hose is a wonderful thing. That whole, I have my crack has never felt so clean all its life. I love it. Yes.
Jesse, we don't want to
It
talk
is.
about
It is
your
my
crack.
personal bidet. It is this. No, I'm saying it's a personal bidet. That's right. I can get up in there and get it clean. Now I get squeaky clean now. Yes, Lord.
Goodness.
The first fart that comes out of my butt sounds like a rubber ducky.
Oh my gosh.
That is wild.
And this has been the Real Talk Podcast.
Right.
You
right.
feel me? It was great. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. Oh my
This is y'all
gosh.
fault. Y'all don't want to turn me up. I was trying to be reserved. Everything that Lita
Yeah,
talking
let's
about.
turn
Thank
you
for
back
coming and
down.
everything.
Turn you
It's your fault. It's
back
your fault.
Turn it
down.
down. Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Sharice. All right. So before we go, please.
Wait, are you trying to wrap up my podcast?
Oh, we wrapping it
Did I
up.
fire you?
We're wrapping it up.
Hold on, Lita, you wrapping it up? There, you're wrapped up. Okay, who else wants to wrap it up? Who else wants to wrap it up? I keep telling y'all keep talking to the person who got the power now. Y'all
That's
keep saying
like
it.
I'm like, that's fine. Wrap me up. Wrap me up. I'm joking.
She
I'm
was like,
joking.
there's some tacos out there for her. Tacos sound good.
This is
They
been-
not
do,
gonna be
and
the
I'm definitely
same.
about to go get me
They're
some.
not going to be LA the same here.
They're
in
not.
America. This is
They're not.
And the time that is here, you know, all of them are spitting in it and done with it.
I'm getting Taco
ground-
Bell at this
The
hour.
ground beef is going to be horrible. They didn't.
Yeah, that's how I know you're not even
Say
eating
hi.
real
Hold
Mexican
on.
tacos because Mexican tacos
Hold on,
don't even
say
have
camera.
ground beef.
In the camera, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to Tina.
What's up, sir?
Yeah, Tina wants to
has
say
been
hi.
lusting over you. You got a married woman lusting over you, talking about what's up, white chocolate and everything. She is, man. It is, yeah. She wanted
You
to
are
see you in the
silly.
shower. She wanted him to take the camera into the shower, and I had to tell her no. That's for the Real Talk OnlyFans page. So
You got to put her hay up there.
that's what I said. I'm trying to get to it. There we go. Nick, this is for you. She said, "Hi, Miss Parker." All right. So, Lite, real quick before we get up out of here, let's talk one more time about Allie Rain and how wonderful all the things are doing. What you got coming up for the soon-to-be spring line? You got anything coming?
Soon to be
special?
spring. I do. I got a bunch of pinks are coming. This is the new color for spring. So pinks are coming, yellows, a bunch of sundresses because we like to be cute
Sundress
but simple
season.
at the same time. Yes, ma'am. Sundress season. And follow me on all my socials. If you follow me on YouTube, you can see more of my everyday entrepreneur lifestyle. That's at Allie Rain, ALIREIGN. And then Allie Rain Co. on all of my socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of those things. And then my business page, my website is AllieRain.com.
And it is wonderful. I promise y'all. I said it at the beginning, and I'm going to say it again as we close. Y'all better jump on the bandwagon now, because in 2 or 3 years, she ain't going to know y'all, because she about to bust
Because
out.
I'm trying to buy a
promise you.
G-Wagon in at least 2 years. That's how much money I'm trying to make. You understand?
Wow.
I want the white one, black trim, red interior. That's all.
That's what I'm talking
6'3".
about.
That's
Come
all I'm saying. I know exactly what I want.
She about to bust out like a fat person in a tight suit. That's what you better watch out. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Nutty
It's garbage.
professor
You better
around
get
here.
on. That's a great
Buddy
one.
Love is coming out.
Y'all better watch out, because she everything that she does is quality. I vouch for her in this manner because I
thank
know
you.
her. I know her personally. I know her character. I know her work ethic. This is a chick who moved with a plan and moved when it was scary to do so, and just did it. And so I got to do it. And when she finally did it, has been on the go ever since. She's been grinded and grinded and grinded, trying to get her fit. And now she got her fit. And I promise you, y'all better watch out. Allie Rain, in 2 to 3 years, is going to be a name brand you're going to be hearing real soon. Move over everything Kanye is doing.
Yes,
move
Lord.
over,
Speak it in. I receive
Louis
it.
Vuitton, move over
Yes,
what's his
please.
name? Christy Louis Vuitton and all of them. All y'all move. Y'all gonna mess around and find out she's over in Paris on with her stuff on the runway in about 2 to 3 years.
No,
Mark my
you
words.
playing. I'm
heard.
already been designing. I got my designs in my sketchbook. We ready to go.
Mm, wow.
I'm not saying you playing. I'm saying you saying it, and I receive it because I'm ready to go.
I'm marking it. Mark it down. March 2nd, 2024. This crazy ignorant Negro with a YouTube podcast has said you were gonna hear the name and see the name Allie Rain and see that face out there in Paris on the
Yes,
runway.
sir.
Doing all kinds of supermodel and superstar type stuff. Y'all better get in on it now. Matter of fact, if you get it on it now and get it on her collections now, it'll be worth some stuff by the time she get there, because she'll be one of them designers where the first are the things that are super rare and are worth a lot of money. Y'all better I promise you, watch. And I know nothing about fashion, but I know this: 2 to 3 years you're gonna be seeing this person. Watch what I tell you.
Amen.
Everything
I
she does
receive
is
it.
exquisite. So this has been a wonderful episode of the Real Talk Podcast. Way longer than what I had planned on, but that's because y'all like to talk and have fun. And I told you, didn't I tell you? We be trying to be. I be trying to cut it down, but it never happens. I told you 2 hours, and we had 3 hours and 21 minutes and counting. And that's because y'all like to have way too much doggone fun, acting like it's fun to be on my podcast and stuff. Anyway. But I want
After you done fired everybody.
Yeah, got
right.
fired. I've been fired 6 times in 3 minutes. It's
And-
ridiculous.
and still fired. And still fired.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Y'all will see me.
We'll get HR. We're calling the law.
Right.
Y'all,
We're calling HR.
Eric,
Yeah.
when's the last time you saw her on the podcast? When's the last time you saw her?
It's been a while. This is the first time I saw you, because you were on the last one, were you? No, yeah, it's been
I
a while.
wasn't.
You know why? Because she was fired then.
I was working.
She was fired then. She had to work another job because she was fired then. Y'all keep playing. She'll be fired again. Okay, so I want to thank my wonderful guest, my friend, Miss Aliciante Wyndham, a.k.a. Lite, a.k.a. Allie Rain, the wonderful entrepreneur, businesswoman that she is. I want to thank my phenomenal friend, my guest, who is a reoccurring guest. He is always a great time when he comes, and when he's got some more stuff going, because he's getting ready to have some stuff going.
And we look forward to the podcast.
I'm going to blast him like I'm doing Aliciante. So y'all who are trying to think, he told us about his friend Aliciante. He ain't said nothing about Eric. Just you wait. When Eric gets the things together, he got together to be able to blast. I'm gonna blast the mess out of him too. This brother is a good brother, and he's on the move. I want to thank him, Eric, for always being willing to come on and support. I appreciate you. I even thank my fired executive producer, my beautiful, my chocolate, my vivacious, my things and thinging once again. I love her, my wife, the wonderful Miss Flounder. I want to thank you all for support. Please make sure to like this video, comment on this video, and share this video across all your social media websites. Please make sure to tag people when you share it. Please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please make sure to follow the Facebook channel. There's some things coming up. I'm going to start having some interview sessions that are going to be exclusive to the YouTube channel. So if you don't follow the YouTube channel, you're going to miss out because I'm not going to post them on Facebook at all. So it's been a wonderful time. Y'all know what I love to say. And yes, Sharice, you are fired. You didn't think I saw that, but I still saw it. As I love to always say, no matter what goes on in your life, know that God loves you and do yourself a favor. Always keep it real. This has been the Real Talk Podcast. Thank you for listening.
This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk, Real Talk. This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk, Real Talk.